streaming now. To both YouTube and Twitch again. Twitch.tv. Gotta set the stream title. It says Metro. Oh, I didn't change the game name. Maybe that's why no one showed up in.
Oh, frick. Well then, yeah.
Oh, I need to change the title too. It's set to. And to YouTube. My bookmarks are a mess. Videos. Actually, it'd be a live streaming. Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up the YouTube one, since obviously everyone's just gonna sit there and like, message there.
Metroid Prime 2.
There.
Okay. Pop out chat. This is an important thing. Because else you'll just get the old thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Wonder if I could put, Oh, right. One thing that I did is, chat info.txt. Now, invite people. And it just automatically appears.
Hmm.
Don't even have to fuck with the thing. Just edit a text file, boom, it's there.
Yep.
Okay, so now I swear I'm gonna play the game now.
Okay. I'm just gonna give up submitting this thing right now. I can't pay attention.
Maybe it'll
And while you're playing that, I'm gonna start up Pokemon or whatever and do some grinding on that. Actually, no, I could grind on Pokemon, but I think it's more important at this point to grind on Earthbound.
Yeah.
Because that's gonna take a while. I'm suspecting it might be a similar case of just me picking up an item again.
Yeah.
And it, like, crapping itself, because it's like,
So, where are we in this? Sanus 2. Oh, we just got to the Dark World. Actually, I think
yeah.
we might have just... I don't remember. Let's just do it. Dark Agon Wastes. I remember now. So, did I scan these things? Yes.
Step now that I think about it, remember how like in the like first cutscene that you actually see Samus get pulled into dark world or whatever?
Yeah?
How the bubble shrinks? I think that might have been an unused bubble. Like you'd shoot it and then would like disappear and then you'd have to shoot another one.
Yeah?
be these permanent ones, but the other one, or they'd like fade out, and then you'd have to reshoot the crystal or whatever. Which kind of reminds me of like similar game mechanics where there's like a force field you have to remember to press. There's the freaking Twilight beasts.
Yeah. I've never actually played this game in full on Dolphin, so it might lag occasionally.
Yeah, I haven't seen any yet, so.
I have. You know, occasionally have some audio stutter and whatnot.
Yeah, there's a little bit of that. That's just kind of emulators, though.
Usually it would work fine. But, oh well. I don't remember now. You see, I mean, I think I know what I'm supposed to do, but... Oh, I remember now. I don't know why I'm back here. I think I just went there to save.
Yeah, you just went there to save because it was the closest save place. You can remember where it was, and I was like falling, freaking asleep.
Also, the spider ball tracks.
Yeah.
You see a lot of those in this game before you even know what it is. In fact, they were probably the most.
They look a frick ton cooler. It always, like, the ones that actually appear in the first one, they always look like they were supposed to actually, like, do a flashy thing. But in this game they actually do, so I wonder if that was just a thing that they couldn't get time for or whatever.
Yeah. Not to mention you see them all over the place. And I remember, like, thinking back in the day, you know, because... Oh, there's these doors again. That weren't in the first game.
Just gonna go ahead and before I start grinding on Earthbound, just gonna immediately like restart it, so that way I can hopefully prevent whatever happened last time I did this.
Yeah. Now I'm really starting to think about installing Debian or something.
Yeah.
The only thing, like, OBS is harder to get working. Unless they can... Like, there's a lot of things that are harder to get working because you don't have the AUR. You don't have, you know, every package in the universe available. Let's actually try to focus on what we're trying to do in the game. Because I've just been going all over the place. You see how fast the, What was that? What was that sound?
Probably just me mashing a button. I don't know if it's like... Maybe it's the sensitivity on this, since I know the mic on a...
I heard it again.
Wait. I'm gonna be totally silent.
What were you doing?
I was just playing Earthbound and mashing a button.
I heard that sound before. It was like a notification sound.
Oh.
Was it like Discord or something?
Checking Discord. Nope. I don't think it's picking up for me.
Huh.
Weird.
Yeah.
But I've got Earthbound's volume turned all the way down, so it can't be that. I don't know. Let's see if it happens again.
Mm-hmm. Don't know why you can't skip this cutscene. And I don't know why it lags so much.
What the frick happened? Whoa! Earthbound, you kidding me?
Hello?
It did a thing and it stopped letting me move. Hold on.
Hello?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Discord likes to stay open. Like the desktop version. Just thinking. How can I make this lag less? Wait, what? What's going on? Oh.
Oh, like, your side of the thing kind of did like a weird glitchy sound right there for a second.
Huh. Strange. Oh, and that door's open now. Wow, I haven't been back here in a while. A pirate trooper. Starve. Austin Girder. Apparently this is on my suggestions. I like Metroid Prime 2. I like Metroid Prime. Prime 2 is my least favorite of the Prime series, but it's still a good game in its own right. It's probably my favorite, actually.
The Austin Grider?
Yeah. I mean, I did play this one first. Like, I played this one before I played the first game. So, I do like the beginning.
So weird. I was, like, for some reason, OpenMU wasn't responding to my keyboard.
Huh.
But now it's fine.
After Torvus Bog, it starts to wear out its welcome with the backtracking. I didn't think so. Then again, I've not played I've not played this game in a long time, so I don't know what I can say about that. I guess we'll find out.
Yeah. That's all you can really do at this point is just, like, play it and figure it out.
Uh-huh. Maybe we'll have a chance to read the lore this time. I mean, the straightforward path to the end goal is fine. That backtracking is great. But then the Sky Temple keys.
I have not played this game, so I don't know anything about the Sky Temple keys or anything.
Well, I mean, every Metroid game, well, all the Prime games, they have their own
Little thing that's basically, it makes you do a victory lap.
Uh-huh.
Seems like with the Chozo artifacts, and I guess Sky Temple keys are this game's that.
Yeah. I swear I'm gonna read the lore at some point.
Data transferred in your logbook for further review.
I know in Metroid Prime 3, there's the sound again. In Prime 3, there's the batteries that you have to collect to get to the, Think about it like this. You can find the Chozo artifacts as soon as you get the missile launcher. In Prime 2, you start once you get the Dark Visor, after you beat Torvus Bog. Actually dedicated a whole set to just finding the keys and whatnot. I think you know, like where actually I think we found all of them in a little bit, but this game, he is right, like it makes you run around the whole game to find stuff. Prime 3, you collect a handful enough to bypass the Frigate Orphan. You only need 5-10 out of the cells to beat the game. It's a great idea. Funny story about the Prime 3 I don't know. But I remember well, not only could I not find all the batteries or something, I don't remember, though it's been a long time. But I remember there was this section where I think it was so it's better, the Space Prayer theme from Prime 1 or Prime 2.
I don't know, I like these Space Pirates. Or like the ones from Super Metroid.
Yeah. Saludus Saladame. Mexicano Viva. I am so sorry.
Nifta Garcia.
I don't like the pirates in Prime 2. They look basic. Prime 1
Prime 1s did have kind of like an interesting character.
Yeah.
I will give you that. These guys are just kind of
a bit lazy, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, they're still cool, but it's not as original, I guess.
Yeah. Kind of like essentially Super Metroid's pirates in a 3D. In fact, did you know Prime 2 was only 30% complete for 3 months? 3 months before it was finished. Yeah. Through that.
Huh. So they had to basically rush everything at the end?
I guess so.
I don't know. I've never heard that, though.
Rushed.
It explains why Prime 2 came out the way it did. But
this.
The fact that it's this
good.
good and rushed shows how dedicated Retro Studios is. Like, give them credit.
It's like, you know, there's been games like that. There's been games that were rushed as all frick, where the people on them were like so passionate, seeing it as like an oh my god, we're gonna go into development hell if we don't get this done. They see it as more of a challenge.
Yeah. And Mario Sunshine and Wind Waker.
Yeah, Mario Sunshine was rushed.
And we all know about.
I could see why Wind Waker wouldn't be so bad being rushed, considering the art style. They didn't have to do like I guess a whole lot of thinking with the art style because it was so simple and easy.
Yeah.
That's calling them lazy. I'm just saying like the art style itself, how it's like cell shaded and everything's round. It's kind of easy to fit together. They don't have to make super detailed textures.
Both were rushed, yeah.
But yeah, Mario Sunshine, oh boy, that was rushed. Good game. I love Mario Sunshine, but yeah.
That's why it's pretty big. They took advantage of the art style.
Yeah, they really did.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you get such a fast C.
With barely anything in it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of stuff, but...
Yeah, but it's mainly just filler stuff, like barrels, enemies occasionally. Occasionally a giant squid boss.
Like, you don't need high polygon count for a great game, but I will admit that some polish can help a game. Why I like Prime 1's graphics over Prime 2's.
Even though Prime 2, even with their rushing that they did, apparently, yeah, the animations and a couple of textures look a little bit better. So just imagine Prime 1, but with elements of Prime 2, and it'd be freaking flawless.
Everything in Prime 1 felt polished and well detailed. But again,
yeah, very expressive. Yeah, that's what I like about this game so far is that the animations for Samus and everything are really good.
Yeah.
They just they look a lot better. That's kind of things that even like I noticed as soon as you started the game. And,
like,
oh man, like why is Samus freaking pressing invisible buttons on her gun like that?
Notice that Samus moves a lot more in the cutscenes in Prime 2.
Rather than just doing a flip jump and standing there.
Well, I've never seen that glitch before.
What? Is that the camera moving?
Yeah, look how it moves.
It's like you're playing a turret game. You're just gonna be like shooting stationary. Kind of like Doom-like.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, Dark Samus. Except they don't do anything here. They just lock the...
Pesky Dark Samus.
Yeah.
It's like, it reminds me of Knuckles. Knuckles from Sonic 3, how he just shows up just to close gates and screw you over and stuff. Man, now someone needs to make an edit that every time Dark Samus shows up to impede your progress, just play Knuckles' theme. And get this nice hip-hop rap beat. Give Prime 2 credit for having good charm in it. Dark Samus is a great idea. But the execution is good. Dark Samus is Metroid Prime, meaning Metroid Prime is the villain of the entire Prime trilogy. Oh yeah! Huh.
Oh yeah, there's a cutscene in Metroid Prime. I think if you beat it 100%, then you see Dark Samus crawling out of the well, not crawl, but you see Dark Samus appear from the corpse of Metroid Prime.
Like evolved. It became I think I made a joke something about like the Metroids just becoming Samus at that point because they become so advanced. And yeah, that's technically what it did, I guess, then.
Huh.
Because I think I was like, I made a joke about the freaking terrible, like, Doom meme story. You are the demons.
Really not sure why it's lagging so much.
It kinda is, because the Metroid Prime just decided to become Samus.
Huh.
Because it was more advanced than its current form, because it obviously got crap kicked in.
It's lagging so much, though. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's got some weird lag going on. Wanna know what it is? It's probably Discord. If that's even using any memory. If that's using then it might be some of Discord's problems.
Like, not only is it lagging, but the controls are weird. Like, I can press right on the control stick, and Samus will just keep moving right, even though I'm not holding the control
It's
stick
like a
anymore.
weird freaking acceleration problem. Huh.
That didn't happen before. Maybe I might just get this to work on console next time.
Yeah.
Or maybe I'll just...
I don't know, are you using the like, browser Discord?
Yeah.
Alright. I wonder if using the not browser Discord would, help that any.
Unless if we can get talks to work.
Yeah, if you can get talks to work again. What's wrong with that? Then that would be fine. Ooh, laser beams.
There's the sound again.
Huh. Are you sure it's coming in on my side?
It almost sounds like it's from Discord.
Huh.
Notifications.
Let's see how it is, because I've got... I keep repeating things. But I've got... the Discord. I had it in a tab, and I was watching this on another tab.
Yeah?
Is when I just make Discord its separate window for right now. It's some sound I'm not hearing because I've got the volume down too low or whatever, or I've got it muted or something on my side.
I know what the sound was, and I just turned it off.
What?
It was Discord.
Okay, alright. I'll just go ahead and add it back to the bar then.
Red Metroids. Metroid subject has said several blast wounds from space pirate weaponry on low power settings. They wanted it alive after they were finished with it. They all make that animation, by the way. Every single one.
Just make the like, fearsome.
Yeah.
Like, they're crazy, even though, it's basically just the red Metroids that are like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that sounds like Marks of Rush. Animations.
Say, if you go look into the logs... Step into the elevator. You see, the space pirates have given a few Metroids pet treats.
Are you kidding me?
And the Metroid has indigestion.
Wow. Be very careful of what you feed your Metroids. The coolest for collector again. Suddenly space pirates.
Seriously, that controller issue is one of the most bizarre that I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's... I have no idea what would actually cause it to have, like, weird momentum.
Uh-huh. Metroid subject is suffering from food poisoning. It has ingested several pet treats and space pirate rations. These do not agree with its digestive system.
It must have souls.
There it is, yeah. Metroid blah blah blah.
Here to feed your Metroid only the healthiest souls. Daily.
And the bonding pirate. Bioscan complete. Evidence of symbiotic bonding present in subject system. Subject is barely alive and is periodically leached of its bioenergy by Metroids. And these are just Metroids. Look.
Yeah.
Talon Metroid.
Yeah, that poor space pirate, dude. Like, they just threw him in, like, bond with them.
Yeah.
Like, but no, and now he's just a freaking symbiotic relationship, my foot. Like a sustainable crop source of pain.
And it's still alive, too. And dipped in Phazon. Oh, that's what this stuff is.
That must be a horrible, horrible experience. I would not.
Like the isn't the Phazon overkill?
Yeah,
like,
it's super radiation, essentially.
Yeah, like, the Phazon alone is enough, but then there's Metroids.
It's like, do we need some piranhas in there? How about some, like...
How about some X-parasites as well?
Yeah, just sprinkle a couple of those in. We'll be fine. Wanna know what this reminds me of? It just randomly reminded me of, that when, freaking... the scientist must die mod or whatever.
Yeah.
Where it's literally just nothing but chambers of termination. That's what it reminds me of.
Mm-hmm.
They're not pets.
Huh.
Just want to reinstate that, just in case the example of pirate over here isn't isn't, like, really cutting it for you.
Yeah. So you excited for 2 new Metroids? I didn't think it was real at first.
I didn't think the Metroid 4 was real at first. Of course I knew that the other one was, because it was on the Nintendo Direct.
Well, yeah.
But I didn't think the 4 one was
real. I mean, obviously I knew it was real, but... You know, it just didn't feel real for a while.
Like, watch, it's just gonna be like they announce it, and 3 years go by.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, how about that? And they're like, it's gone the way of the dread.
Yeah. Or it's Metroid Prime Federation Force with the 4.
Oh god, please no. That would be the worst thing to happen to that.
Oh yeah.
It's like still a Metroid game for the Switch, but it's the Federation
Oh,
Force.
I got one better. How about a sequel to Metroid Other M?
Oh! Yeah, that's definitely worse. I would take... Just having all the next Metroid games be Federation Force, because at least they're not ruining Samus more. They're just giving us more reasons to hate the Galactic Federation.
Yeah. Hell no. Not another The Baby.
The baby.
The baby, 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 the baby.
Oh wait, you forgot one. The baby.
But seriously, I didn't really think that there would be a Metroid Prime 4. Because, I mean, there's that thing at the end of Prime 3 that was like, oh, there's this character from Prime Hunters that shows up. And apparently Federation Force expands upon it a little bit, like they appear again. But
It's interesting. I've only seen a little bit of Federation Force's playthrough. I think I saw part of Vinny's playthrough of it when he decided to do that amazing double whammy stream where he played Federation Force whilst playing No Man's Sky, 2 incredibly disappointing games.
I remember that.
Federation Force is like leagues better than No Man's Sky, because at least it's a full freaking game.
Metroid Unit 318 was put down today after a failed domestication session. Metroid Unit refused commands and terminated one of its handlers before it was subdued. They really want Metroids to be pets.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. That's why the pirates are even there. They're just trying to like start an international pet thing. So they can open up alien pet stores. They're just there for that. That's amazing. That realization that they're just guys trying to create a pet phenomenon. Right, it's hyperallergenic. You don't have any waste to clean up because it just absorbs all energy.
Why wouldn't you? You have a floating battery drainer with you. Sick them on someone.
Anyone who teases you off can just go ahead and have it, Sparky.
Yeah, and then they just die. These weird controls are throwing me off. I mean, they're also kind of cute.
Yeah, because like they are cute. Especially the small ones.
Yeah.
They don't, like, in reality, they don't even look that threatening. They're just like small little alien guys who fly around. But the whole reality of it is that they're also incredibly dangerous, capable of mutation. Stuff.
If you come back here later, you can find Metroid eggs and babies.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, there you go.
I think the closest anyone has ever gotten to quote unquote taming a Metroid is the Metroid from Super Metroid.
Yeah.
Not really, it wasn't really from Super Metroid, since it was from the game before that. But like that Metroid, since it was like sentient and recognized Metroid, even if it took a little bit to kick in.
I wonder if you know, because I think like the idea is that, you know, a Metroid imprints on whatever it first sees, you know, the typical thing. And well, Samus just happened to be that thing at the end of Metroid 2. And but I'm thinking, I wonder if there's any like shit. Well, I'm thinking if there's any cases of Metroids eating their parents.
Yeah.
Like, what is the point of them, mechanically speaking?
They're beings in outer space, and they are a little bit like viruses, it seems.
Huh.
Just spread and spread.
Yeah. I
just
don't actually know.
And whatever. I think the whole thing is that the key to stopping the Metroid is either A, eradicating all of them, B,
which is that they
tapping
do.
into the intelligence side of the Metroids, because obviously Metroids aren't stupid. Seems like they're incredibly intelligent. Or else they wouldn't still be surviving even after all the planet exploding Samus has been doing. And so they're clearly...
Look at this bit right here.
The space pirates even think they are. So, I think one of the best things that they could even, like, do at this point is try to see if they could reason with the Metroids, find some way to communicate with them rather than just standing there, not saying anything, and hoping the Metroid doesn't decide to eat them.
Anyway, I just came into this room, and this floor right here doesn't have the like the shot residue that it usually leaves. So it's fake, but I don't know how it's fake. So I don't know what they did here.
I think they screwed something up. So.
I mean, I know the Metroid. I know the Oh, this is Dark Samus.
Dun dun dun.
Notice how the crystal isn't doing anything right now besides flashing.
Yeah. And it's like doing a little zappy thing over there.
Time for a great fight. Now watch the crystal. Wait for it. I love how fast-paced this fight is. And the music. Oh, the crystal just shrunk into oblivion. I love this. Like they mirror each other, yeah.
Yeah.
Morphology, Dark Samus, Phazon powered entity. Powerful distance attacks. Powerful distance attacks. Phazon energy shield repels all weapons. Wait until it is down to attack. Avoid close contact with the target. Scans indicate the presence of Phazon and your genetic material within this entity. She wears a version of the Varia suit, altered and augmented by the Phazon within her. Primary weapons include the missile launcher and a scattershot variant of the power beam. Boost and jump abilities are superior to yours. The ability to generate Phazon energy shields is also present. Dark Samus 1. Like, if it wasn't obvious that we'd be seeing this thing again.
Yeah.
It just straight up says. And Dark Samus takes the first shot.
Yeah. Yeah, Dark Samus seems like what they did with Dark Link in Legend of Zelda in Time, but they greatly expanded on it.
Uh-huh.
Recurring theme rather than just like a random challenge. Like, by the way, you also have Shadow of yourself, then immediately defeats. It seems to be like a prevalent thing haunting
Dark Samus for Smash.
Dark Samus.
Cool.
It would mean another Metroid character. One that might actually come true, because obviously Ridley isn't gonna happen.
Uh-huh.
For reasons that people just can't seem to understand.
Yeah, I actually wanted Ridley in Smash just for the lulz.
Yeah, I would have liked it if he was a joke character, considering Smash... Has Smash had a joke character since the infamous Pichu?
Huh. I don't know.
Has a joke character anymore. Want them to put, like, Tingle or Waluigi in there. Because I don't think there's any, that isn't legitimately functional. It's not. There isn't a Smash character that
Get fucked.
is OP or extremely weak or whatever.
Sup,
they all
guys?
have a balance.
I hope that you're enjoying yourself. I say that to everyone, but I mean it as well. But damn.
Soon, Ortiz. Oh, frick, it went nuclear.
Yeah. I love it when Samus just lands right there. Like a great death scene.
Where the frick did you come from?
Yeah.
Freaking space jumped out of there?
Uh-huh. Oh, also, if you listen closely, like, everything blows up, then she is gone, and then Samus drops down in a badass pose. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I think she just space jumped. She just jumped so high she went through the roof.
Yeah.
Seconds. Made sure everything was safe, jumped back down.
Yeah. Actually, the roof is pretty tall here.
Yeah.
I've not actually noticed this. But anyway, I was gonna say, if you listen to the music, First playthrough, no, not in a not by a long shot. This is my second Metroid game ever, and I've played all of them. Well, I'm not all of them, but close. But it's been so long since I have then that I have forgotten a few things. And anyway, what I was gonna say is, if you listen to the music, this has the classic item room, beeps and boops.
Yeah.
That weren't in the original Prime. Or maybe it was. Maybe it was like in the elevator. But in that one it was so different that, I didn't even recognize it as the same thing. And also the spider ball tracks again, especially this one where it's, right here you can kind of see where it goes to a white door that you can't open yet.
Yeah.
This one is just a mystery, at least until you figure, until way later in the game. You can't see where it goes. And it's a nice callback tune, yeah. I mean, Metroid Prime does have its originality. Metroid Prime 2. I mean, it's nice to have some of the classic Metroid tunes. Hyped for Prime 4? Hell yeah. I mean, it's interesting Prime 4. Let me get this first. Log. I'm totally gonna read
Prime
that.
4 currently just the title is all we've got of it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's interesting. I don't think I've seen him really do something like that for a Nintendo game in a while. I think the closest thing we got to a whole just a screenshot and that's it is Breath of the Wild. And even then we got more in-depth discussion on that. About, you could go to the mountains, and everyone's like, nah, and then you can actually go there in the real game.
Uh-huh.
Or they just gave us the title and was like, it's happening, folks.
Didn't they, I don't remember, was it 2014 or something? It might have been 2013 when they first showed, well, they didn't give us the title, but they just said, oh, it's happening. But I don't remember. Yeah, I think they just said, The Legend of Zelda, coming in 2015.
Yeah, it wasn't called Breath of the Wild or anything. It was Legend of Zelda.
Uh-huh.
It's whoa. And it was also a Wii U game. And there was also going to be a gamepad functionality where you can look at the map if you look down at the gamepad. Which is actually pretty decent. Streamlined way to do it, but of course they took that out because they gotta make way for the Switch.
Yeah.
If they put it back in for the Wii U, it'd probably be fully functional, though.
Uh-huh. Also, I like how in the item animation, it actually shows that you're getting the item.
Yeah.
I think Samus...
Rather than just having the screen flash.
Yeah. I think in the original Prime... So your opinion on the... oh, here we go. You see that purple 50 on the side?
Yeah.
Whenever you use this beam, the dark beam, which opens these doors, by the way.
Ah, nice! That's cool.
And it also does these things. It turns them
also
purple.
Also looks, freaking awesome as... It's, shocky and purple.
Yeah, it's the purple beam. I don't think it's... I didn't mind the ammo system either. It's... I mean...
Yeah, it doesn't seem like something that, obviously I don't think the game expects you to be constantly using your dark beam now.
Uh-huh. I think the problem with that is, though, that now... well, the thing is, the, yeah, there's the lag again. I guess this is just a laggy room. The purple beam, lol. So, the ammo system. I thought it was neat. If a bit limiting, I guess, but
Yeah.
at the same time, it's been so... I mean, I didn't really have much of an opinion on it. It is more like, oh, it's just there. And that's just how it is. Even...
Yeah, like
and
Black Hole A. That's a little bit OP. Just a little bit.
Yeah. The Dark Beam has a sick beam missile combo. You know, like the super missile in the first game.
Yeah.
Where it takes 5 missiles. Well, yeah, Prime 1 had these as well, where every beam has its own super missile kind of thing. And this one, the Dark Beam, it fires a black hole, and it kills everything.
Which is insane.
Yeah.
Seriously, that's ridiculous, but also great.
Uh-huh. Rift Portal. So this is the first time you encounter a portal like this. And just looking at it lags the game.
Ah, that's great. Yeah, I can tell the lag. Oh, it's paper thin.
Yeah. And you know what? I'm thinking next time I might transfer this. I might transfer this save file over to the Wii U.
Hmm?
I might transfer this save file over to the Wii U and then play it on console.
Yeah. Because maybe that'll keep it from doing this lag.
Yeah. Maybe it'll also break it because, you know, the way you play GameCube games on Wii U is a bit...
also it's kind of weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's like a way you can screw it up so that it just totally, and then you now have a dysfunctional bricked Wii U.
Yeah. In fact, the only time, like, I actually got the Wii U so that I could hack it. And then, like, there were no hacks for a while. Like, it was just gathering dust like every Wii U does.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Breath of the Wild comes out. And, that's what I hacked the fucking Wii U for. And it was a bit dodgy because I had no... Like, unlike the Wii where I know a lot of things about how to do it. Here I barely know anything.
Yeah.
And, oh, here's the puffers again, the things from Super Metroid.
Oh boy. Are
Except,
they...
except they have yet another name.
Oh.
It's called the Preed, or the Dark Preed in this case. Dark Preed, Darkling-possessed gas-filled cyborg. Darkling enhances target's durability. Destruction of outer body will release a highly toxic cloud. Doesn't really look that.
Cyborg. I think Cyborg is a little bit too cool of a name.
Yeah, and it doesn't even look like one.
It looks like a diving bomb.
Uh-huh.
Like a sea mine or whatever they call it.
Yeah. Oh, and unlike the in Prime 1, they don't name the gas. Like, they don't name the gas that comes out. More keys. Yeah, the thing later on is, I guess this isn't really a spoiler anymore, but, you know, like these dark temple keys that you have to collect. How do these light beacons work? I don't know. You shoot them and they expand. Do they actually cast literal light?
Probably. You just like launch a ball of light energy or some crap.
Yeah, I don't know how that works.
I guess it's
and
like
the best part is you can shoot it with...
some kind of like Pokemon logic or some crap.
Yeah, you can shoot it with the dark beam as well and it turns them off. Nullified beacon protective field of light energy deactivated. Light beacons, when covered with dark energy, cease to function for a brief time. Light energy can clear the beacon of the dark energy. Or just your regular beam if you shoot it enough times. But yeah, I'm not sure, like... I don't know, maybe... I'm just gonna...
That's why I'm thinking it may just be some Pokemon logic. You know, the whole, like, water energy specifically?
Yeah.
Or, normal energy specifically?
Yeah.
Shooting condensed light energy, like the kind of energy that repels this condensed dark energy.
Uh-huh. Oh, here's another example of the...
But it kind of does, because it's like the exact opposite of what you're currently waiting in.
Yeah. And here's another example of these things getting really big. I wasn't actually listening.
That's freaking cool.
Oh, more Twilight Beasts.
Oh, yeah.
Warrior Ing, the soldiers of the Ing Horde. Shape-shifting wall crawler, dangerous combatant in melee and at range. Dislikes bright light. Well, I guess there you go. Warrior Ing are challenging foes. They can render themselves into amorphous puddles and move over most terrain, including walls. Warrior Ing can turn their bodies into deadly projectiles, sheathed in dark energy. The tips of their legs are razor sharp, making them formidable in melee combat. Finally, Warrior Ing are capable of channeling trans-dimensional energy and firing it at their enemies. Their only real weakness is bright, pure light, which they hate and fear. What are they doing?
So out of all the names, why they call them Ing? I mean, what are they doing?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I always thought the name was silly.
They were like, well, we could just call them things. It's not alien enough. Let's cut off the T and the H. There we go, alien name.
That's probably what they did, to be honest.
Because they are just kind of like things, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Like weird, they're not Metroids, essentially. They're just...
Uh-huh.
Just things.
Like, that's what it sounds like. Thing. I always thought it was a silly name. Like, even back in the day.
Yeah.
Later on in Metroid Prime 3, they try to explain it off. But that doesn't really matter, does it?
The name's a stupid name.
You saw these pirates enter the dark You saw these pirates enter the dark portal, and once you get the dark beam, more mystery doors that I can't open yet. Yeah, here's another one. Bioscan complete. Subject's chest armor was compromised by multiple high-energy strikes, then penetrated by a piercing weapon, terminating subject's life sign.
Probably an Ing.
Yeah. You saw these pirates enter the dark portal, and once you get the dark beam, and enter the portal yourself, you'll find them all dead as a doornail.
Yeah, because they were idiots for trying to go in there anyways.
Yeah.
Like, when you see a random weird portal just pop up out of nowhere, it seems pretty foreboding because it's purple color, and purple color usually means death.
Uh-huh.
Like, you kind of maybe don't want to go there?
Yeah.
But these guys were like, okay.
I guess they thought it was a silly superstition or something.
Yeah, they thought it was like, huh, a new area. Maybe we'll find our key to taming the Metroids there.
Yeah. They're the space pirates in there. Like, that is some good development. Even the pirates can't handle these I wish they did this more for the rest of Prime 2. Yeah, I really like that bit.
Yeah, that's serious attention to detail.
Uh-huh.
Well, in a typical game, if there was a typical game that didn't actually care about continuity between things and stuff, then those pirates wouldn't even be there. You just see them enter the portal, and assume that they either A, got out or got killed. But you'll never actually know, so it doesn't even matter, does it? Except it does matter, because they did decide to these foolish pirates.
Yeah.
Hi, Apollyon Gaming.
I hope that you're having a good time. I didn't actually save, did I?
I don't think you've saved.
I did now.
Alright.
Which makes sense. Agon Waste feels so complete, while the rest of the game feels a bit rushed. 30% is an accurate number for how much of the game was complete. Considering there's 3 areas.
Considering Agon Waste, is pretty prevalent. Like, it seems to be an area you'd be visiting a whole lot. Then it's understandable why this area feels so complete. A lot more time to complete it, considering it was probably one of the first areas that they made, aside from the central areas.
Yeah. I wouldn't say that, though, because, like, there's 3 areas. And once you exit the area, it's almost, aside from the victory, and there's a few other things, but for the most part, most of the gameplay is going to be in a single region for the duration of that region. I say most of the gameplay.
Yeah.
Bioscan complete. Subject has numerous fatal wounds in the back, all from space pirate weaponry. Such termination is often the punishment for cowardice among the space pirate commandos.
Dun.
So we got...
They killed him because he was a coward, and then they all died because even if they weren't cowards, they were still not cool enough to not die.
Yeah, you got fragged. Oh, I didn't. Man, the pirates are ruthless.
Yeah, they're ruthless, but man, do they want to make big bucks in the pet industry, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna not forget that now.
Uh-huh.
Goals, making these horrible parasitic viruses, essentially, pets. Considering they continuously write logs about how they aren't suitable for pets, or how they're trying to get them to bond with people.
Yeah.
Not working, and how they're like, huh, this is weird, why isn't this working? I'm doing everything right. Showing them love and compassion.
Yeah. It's like... There sure are, like, they're ruthless at wanting to make Metroids pets or something.
Yeah, it's like, the pirate Dan is like, guys, we can't do this. We've been at this for like 4 years now. This isn't gonna work. And they're like, what did you say Dan.
And then he gets...
They just hear you doubt the authority of us space pirates.
Yeah, and then...
they just explode him.
Yeah.
It's like, alright guys, back to research. Carl, you're going into Metroid pit.
Yeah. Subject was caught in a phazon explosion. The force of the explosion breached its armor, leaving it exposed to phazon radiation and the toxic atmosphere of dark aether. It didn't live long after that.
Figure not.
The phazon in this game isn't nearly as harmful as in the first game. Because if you remember, in the first game, you know, you stand in it and you take more and more damage. Like the damage gets faster.
Yeah, the damage just racks up. It's like a multiplier.
Whereas this, it's just, you know, you stand in it. You stand in it. It's just the constant damage. More like the atmosphere. It rises exponentially. Yeah. Inkclaw, toxic, blah blah blah. Target surrounded by impenetrable shell produces deadly vapor. The Inkclaw secretes an incredibly durable shell over itself shortly after birth. From that moment on, it remains rooted in place. The creature feeds on the flotsam floating in the atmosphere of dark aether and produces waste in the form of a toxic dark vapor. Okay, so that purple stuff is actually shit.
Great.
And if you stand in it, it really hurts.
Yeah, I figure.
These these flying triangle things. There's actually a light version, and they actually do see it in the game, but you only see it in one room in the whole game.
Oh, so it's like an underused enemy.
Yeah, and it has a scan, even though you can't scan it at all. And it's oh. It has a scan that suggests it's from an entirely different region from what you actually see it in.
Huh. So possibly a cut area, or it's just been relocated?
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe they just decided that it wasn't good enough or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, this room, I think this is obvious, but this is like the Metroid feeding, like this is the room where all the red Metroids were.
Yeah.
In the prototype, like there's a kiosk version of this game. And the version of the room and that has just sand here where the purple water is.
Huh.
Bit like in the Light World version. Actually, considering how rushed this game apparently is, that actually makes the demo more interesting, because there might be more differences.
Yeah.
Subject Luminoth has been dead for 1.2 decacycles. So 12 years, basically. Target shows signs of phazon radiation poisoning and extreme exposure to dark aether's atmosphere. All gear and weapons have been removed. Yeah, so this guy's just a dead guy, but he doesn't have anything on him. So I guess he was looted. Oh, and this is the...
I guess he came down to, like, get that important object, but it didn't work out.
Yeah. Light beam acquired.
Nice.
And this can... And this is basically a reskinned plasma beam. Defeat enemies with dark beam to earn light ammo. Defeat enemies with light beam to earn dark ammo. I always like that bit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's obvious,
not only that,
but
it actually... I mean, it doesn't make sense on a literal standpoint, but in a gameplay standpoint, it makes a lot of sense.
Uh-huh.
It's like, how the heck are you supposed to gain ammo from defeating... I guess, like... absorb the darkness energy from defeated dark enemies to create ammo, or some crap like that. But it works really well as a gameplay mechanic.
Uh-huh.
It encourages use of the weapon and strategic use of it. Oh snap, it looks like a weird insect you'd see in his mask or something like that. Actually more like Twilight Princess, really.
Yeah. I guess you can only kill him with the regular beam. They also disappear.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is again. And note that these are regular light world enemies.
They're just in the dark world.
Yeah. Where is this guy? I saw him disappear there. Immortal Azure is in the Discord. If you want, you can come listen in the, I mean, you won't be able to talk, but... I don't know, maybe you'll get...
Like people also here, on the Twitch thingy.
Yeah. Apollyon Gaming is in the Twitch chat.
Yeah, and he was also, yeah, he was also, alright, so he went to the Twitch.
And Aden is in the Twitch chat. Oh, these things, if you don't scan them right now, they go away forever.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, wait.
Permissions.
I'm trying so freaking hard to, like, pay attention to sound while watching this. Like, I found myself walking into a wall.
Yeah.
But I've gotta grind. Else it'll be a very annoying time next time I stream this.
Uh-huh. General. I think the problem, Immortal Azure, is that, you have it muted.
Yeah.
And then he just left. Anyway, you can also... For me, it's the Quadraxis fight. I'm thinking about... Aden says...
Alright.
And here he is.
I'm trying too freaking hard to type in the Discord link, right?
Uh-huh.
And Apollyon Gaming is a mortalizer. He said so in the, chat.
Hey, this is Immortal Azure. That's good to know. No permission to talk, right? Maybe I should. But I mean, anything could happen if I do that. If I just let random people join in the chat.
Like, hey, come on, this is a free talk zone.
Yeah.
It's some, like, 4chan browsing Fedora lore.
Anyone can talk in the general chat, though. It won't be on stream, though.
Yeah, so if you guys want to go there...
But would you hear me?
Stuff typed in.
Not at the moment. Maybe, later on. Like, 'cause, wow, I've never had this much people on at once.
Yeah, go.
Okay, where am I even? Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're there.
Let's progress.
Austin Grider says, so what's your favorite part of Prime 2? For me, it's the Quadraxis fight.
Yeah, the Quadraxis fight is awesome. There's awesome music and awesome mechanics. Like, you have to go into Morph Ball and then jump onto a floating head in the later fight. I mean, you'll see when we get there. Which won't be this stream because it's a long way away, but I spent a very memorable time in my younger years enjoying these games. Welcome to the club. I played these games so much times back in the day. Like, I'd have dreams about them occasionally. Hence where all the Metroid dreams come from. Aurora would know this.
Yeah.
Like, Control Fit, oh boy. Let's actually try to progress this time and focus. Oh, here's the Reaper Vine clones. Darkling Tentacle. They got lazy with that name. Dimension Warping Ing Tendril. Darkling will open warps and attempt to grapple enemy targets. Dislikes bright light. If you get dragged in, you're never seen again. But yeah, Metroid Prime 2. I mean, this is my first Metroid Prime. And my second Metroid.
Hold on, how to link invite? Because Aden's having serious trouble typing in via...
Yeah?
Via Discord. So if you could link an invite or...
I'll do that. If I can get to the, thing. Stream stuff. Because obviously it's on the stream, but I assume... Okay, I got it. And Aden is here now.
Aden's online. Yeah.
I wonder if I should allow Aden in the call. Hello, it's me, person man.
It's a me. It's a me, person man. I had to do it in the
yeah.
version.
Fuck it, I'm gonna allow Aden.
You beat this game before. Yeah, Kargaroc beat this game before.
Yeah, but it was a long time ago. Oh, Aden can come on now. I will talk. I'm assuming yes. I beat this game a few times, though not as much as you'd think. And Aden is muted. So yeah, I've only beat this game a few times because I don't play it very often. And I'm trying to keep a train of thought going. I'm sorry. It'd be nice and quiet if you would be willing to let me talk sometimes. But I totally understand that. If not. I hope this works.
Yeah.
Either way,
I would like to, but I have a $15 mic.
Immortal Azure
I've
can
got
talk
a
now.
computer mic. My mic is built into the back of this computer.
I would like, but I have a $15 mic. And so does Aurora. So welcome to the club.
Yeah,
Everyone has $15 mics.
I'm assuming it's about a $15 mic because it came with the computer and there's absolutely no way to remove it because it's built in.
Yeah.
But I'm hopefully going to get a $20 mic.
Uh-huh.
I do have a $20 mic.
I find it funny how obvious this is a trap. What? I swear. Oh crap, I hear.
It says scan that door.
Scan that. Oh shit, you're right.
Yeah, one of those scan lock things.
This thing right here. If you don't scan it right now, then you lose it forever. Because it never appears again. BRB, okay. Ing web traps, semi-sentient living snares. Creature is virtually indestructible and can only be undone by killing the ing that commands it.
Kind of like, I keep comparing these guys to freaking Twilight Guardians or whatever.
Yeah, they really do look like that.
It's like in a fight with those guys in Twilight Princess, they like create a barrier that you can't remove until you kill them.
Uh-huh.
Like seriously.
These creatures respond from commands from the ing, forming over areas as ordered. They are virtually indestructible and can only be undone by killing the ing that commands them. It's the same thing as normal. And it's also interesting that this safe zone doesn't have any kind of... There's no orb, there's no crystal there, or anything. It's just a rogue orb thing. The game does it a few times, but it kind of goes... Doesn't really make that much sense. Oh, I'm out of light ammo. Oh man, this is cool. Everyone's posting in the chat, I love it.
Yeah.
Too bad I can't see it because I'm concentrating on the game.
Yeah, don't worry, I'll be the...
Yeah, maybe you can commentate on it.
Yeah, hold on, let me,
Screams internally.
I'm actually currently playing Earthbound at this very moment, or at least I kind of was, until people actually started showing up.
Yeah.
I was grinding off screen so I can stream this game.
Uh-huh.
Like next time I stream. And, I think I got a couple good levels, but nothing that's gonna actually get me to the mole boss. Go ahead and stop it here and do some more. Yes. I'm going to do some more the day before this day.
Huh.
Just gotta go back in time and do that. Let me just save. Yeah. And save.
Yeah, and considering that Aden has been here so long, I think he's trusted enough.
Yeah.
So I made him a mod.
Yeah, that would. Is that a Nintendo 3DS or oh, it's a new 3DS. I can tell because it's got like the back thing on it. Oh, that's
that white thing on the back.
Like the 3DS image that he posted.
Uh-huh.
See how it's got
okay,
a
I'm
panel?
back. I think my mic is working now.
Alright. That's good.
Fuck it, I'm gonna... I keep forgetting.
Shit. Hold on.
Permission. Immortal Azure. Connect, speak. Huh. So yeah, there you go. Can I talk or no? You can.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
That's good.
Yes, I can.
So how are you? You're a little bit hard to understand, though. Like, it's a bit low.
Yeah.
It's kind of far away from my face.
Right.
It's too big.
Yeah. Can I get perms again? I think I already set you. Yeah, I think I already set it so that you can... I had to close the app. I'll do this. Permissions. Immortal Azure. Connect, yes. Speak, yes. Mute members. So I guess that means you can mute other people without their permission. No.
Yeah, it'd be like the overlord of the freaking thing.
Yeah.
Well, we'll be banned and muted. If you dare speak anything bad.
Uh-huh.
The great lord of...
You know, I just unmuted Immortal Azure, so you can talk now.
Can you hear me?
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Your mic is low.
Yeah. Mortal Azure.
Is that any better?
It's a little bit better.
It's a little bit better, but it's clipping. It's distorted now. Dark Temple key acquired. They hate light so much that they throw it.
That's the only explanation I can come up with.
Yeah.
They just pick up light occasionally, just so they can have the luxury of seeing it shatter against their enemies.
Uh-huh. I guess they hate it so much that they take a lot of enjoyment in seeing their enemies suffer.
Yeah, it's like, haha, I'm gonna throw all this light at you and you're gonna be so, like, destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
But in reality, it's just them.
Yeah. Thankfully, you can still fire the beams even if you're out.
Yeah. So I'm assuming it's weaker.
Yeah.
It doesn't do as much damage.
Actually, I didn't. At first, I didn't think that it was weaker.
I just realized how messed up this game really is.
What is it?
The game is actually pretty messed up. Like, everyone's dead, those aliens are...
Yeah, like, not only that, but I think you missed it, but we did a discussion earlier, right here in the chat.
Yeah.
About how it seems the pirates' only real motive to keep going after these Metroids is because they want to make them pets.
That's what we thought.
It's that ridiculously simple and kind of innocent, is that they're just trying to make them pets so they can make a monopoly or something on... So they're like trying to do a bonding ritual.
Yeah.
But in reality, all it turned out to be was just a pirate suffering in endless agony in a cage filled with Metroids.
Uh-huh.
And they were like, why the heck is this not working?
Can I have... Oh.
Well, obviously it did not work out well at all. For anyone. At all. They're all dead.
The only people that the Metroids worked out well for was the Chozo. And they're all dead too, so...
Yeah, like, they screwed over them too.
Yeah.
They're too smart.
I mean, to be fair, they're dead for different reasons, but still, they're dead. So everyone who worked with Metroids is now dead. Except for the Federation. But I guess if they were to do it, they would be dead too. Oh, and not to mention... Because there's a scene in Metroid Fusion where they're working on the Metroids. And there's also... I think in Metroid, Super Metroid, the beginning with the, like the intro. Like, there's the space station and whatnot. And Samus delivered the baby Metroid to there, and they're all dead when you get there.
They just spread death wherever they go.
Yeah, it's like anyone who gets Metroids.
Or it's caused by an outside force. If you're in contact with Metroid, you're basically doomed.
Yeah.
It's like
I
the
haven't
universe.
learned this for like.
Oh, for you, definitely.
And I haven't learned this over what, 7 or 8 games, probably more.
Yeah. It's like they're either really dumb or really persistent.
Like, oh, these things ate everyone's face. Well, let's go mess with them again and again. Even though everyone dies every time we do, let's just go do it again.
Yeah, it's like every time someone gets Metroids, they just befall a bizarre fate that may or may not be related to the Metroids.
But of course, they still gotta mess with them, because... I mean, because I can understand why, you know, like, the freaking Galactic Federation would be concerned, because the Metroids are kind of a virus.
Yeah.
Like, they just infect planets, whole wildlife, until there's none left.
Uh-huh.
So there is a kind of a reason to be aware and stopping the Metroids. But at the same time, it's also not a wise decision every time they've ever tried to do it. Usually they just screw up because they make bad decisions, and then they're like, someone call Samus.
Yeah. Samus is the only character that hasn't died from the Metroids.
And it's also the only character in which a Metroid actually bonded with.
Even, I guess even in Fusion, like... Well, in Fusion, she almost dies because of the X. And then she turns into Fusion Samus. I just keep going back and forth because I keep forgetting, like, oh, there's this thing they have to shoot. Then I get out, oh, there's this thing. And then so on until maybe... Like, first there's this thing. Then there's that
all
thing.
The things.
Yeah. Is Immortal Azur's microphone working yet? I don't hear anything.
Close the app, and that's his last message so far. Or if he's still here.
His voice activity thing came on, but it didn't hear anything.
It looks like he's speaking, but...
I thought I was. That sucks.
You can get it set up, that would be good.
Yeah, if he could get it set up, that would be really good.
Would be helpful.
Yeah, we've spent many times, many hours setting shit up.
Yes. Holy crap, when these streams even started, it was just setup hell. Like, literally every time someone decided to stream, it'd be like, okay, time to go through 3 hours of technical difficulty.
Yeah. It's like... hello?
You hear me?
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
kinda.
I can kinda hear you.
Yeah. You're a little bit on the muffled side, though.
Yeah.
Is that better?
It clips out a tiny bit.
Yeah, that's a bit better. Let me see if I can... If this was the app, I'd be able to turn you up even more. But the app isn't fucking working.
Ugh.
Not for me, anyway.
That's no good.
Alright, so who's the one playing right now?
Me. Kargaroc.
And I'm just a second commentator.
Yeah.
And I'm a person just sitting here.
Commentating.
Being here.
Yeah.
And Aden's usually the the audience commentator.
Yeah.
The scales have been tipped.
Uh-huh.
As now there's voice chat.
I thank you for letting me speak with you on this.
You're welcome. I enjoy having more people watch the stream because it actually shows that people enjoy it, which is really nice, especially when it's so hard to do that nowadays.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of it.
That's great. So, what next? Because we got all this shit. And then we did this, and I don't remember.
Open up your map. Where are you at right now?
I'm just exiting the pirate fortress.
Oh, you got all 3 keys? Did you fight the dark worm?
Yeah, I did. Do I have all... I do have all 3 keys. I know where to go now. Because I did... Like, there's the key where you have to fight the monsters. Then there's the key just sitting there. Actually pretty close by. And then there's the other key that's right near where the lock is.
I'm just sitting here super confused because I've never played any Metroid games. I played like the Game Boy remake of the first one.
Metroid Zero Mission.
Finish it.
Yeah, Metroid Zero Mission is actually really good.
The controls were real bad, so I was like, I'll just not play it.
Were you on an emulator?
Yeah, like GBA games, when it comes to platforming, I've noticed that a lot of them tend to have stiff controls.
Uh-huh.
A Sonic, what was it? The Sonic something anniversary port.
Oh, wasn't it Sonic Genesis?
Yeah, it was like the Sonic Genesis or whatever. It had...
That was a terrible port.
But... like, I haven't played it in years. I got it for a birthday gift years ago.
Uh-huh.
And it looked alright, but man, the controls.
I remember when I was like 6 years old, definitely could not read. I used to like Sonic back then. It's like, and I was at GameStop, it was like, oh, hey look, this Sonic game. And I went and got it, and it was, I can't remember what it was called, but it was like a bunch of the old Sonic games put together, like Sonic 1 and 2, Sonic and Knuckles, Dr. Bean, whatever.
Robotnik's. Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine.
Is that the Sonic Mega Collection?
Yeah, but it was from like PlayStation 2.
That was the Sonic Mega Collection.
Oh yeah, I think I got the same game actually. I found that like in a used DVD store and got it for $15.
I remember playing it at the neighbors back when we were good friends with them.
If I remember correctly, I think you fire a super missile, or it was a grappling beam at that middle spot there. I don't remember how.
I think it's a super missile.
Yeah, but I couldn't read, so I just had to guess whatever game I was playing.
Yeah.
So I'd play like a different one almost every single time.
Uh-huh. I guess... Did you eventually remember where the, what game was what?
Yeah, I finally figured out that, oh, this is Sonic and Knuckles. This is, Sonic Spinball, which I did not enjoy. It was super confusing.
Spinball's got, I guess, decent music? Even though most of its music is remixed tracks of typical... Yeah, Spinball sucks.
I've never played it.
Yeah.
It's just... Ball Sonic game.
It's...
For Genesis, no less.
Uh-huh.
Like, just take a Sonic game, but combine it with Spinball, and they don't lead you what to do at all.
Yeah, it's like
ArondightBerserker is in Discord.
A horrible maze, and it's not fun.
Also, it's very, very
Did not hear you at all.
Yeah.
How are you? It didn't make a sound there when it,
Hello?
Hello? Something
Can you hear
going
me?
on? Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, but the game didn't really lead you in what to do at all. They're confused and didn't know what to
It
do.
was essentially like a classic pinball game, but in Sonic form, and also not very good.
Uh-huh.
Level, you're expected to pinball. So you pinball, and then you never get anything done, because you don't have a clear goal. Even though I think the actual goal is like a Chaos Emerald or some crap in the center.
Yeah, it was very repetitive. I just sat there for like an hour doing the same thing and not getting anywhere.
I can only imagine. I didn't actually...
Like, that's basically the story of, like, when I started Pokemon.
Huh.
Was essentially me being 6 or 7. I could read, but not very well.
Uh-huh.
Didn't help that the font, I couldn't read the font for the Game Boy game very easily. And I'm talking about the original Pokemon Red, was my first Pokemon game, technically.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't actually finish it or really understand what I was playing, because, first of all, I couldn't read real well. And I also didn't care about the dialogue, so I just skipped it over, so I never knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
Like, all I knew was that some of these Pokemon looked cool and some of them didn't, and I wanted my Charizard to evolve.
Huh. That's what I remember of Pokemon
Sorry,
Gold.
that's not a mistake. I thought it was gonna evolve again.
I remember getting Pokemon Gold for the first time in, like, Christmas of 2000 or something. And not knowing what I was doing at all. And it was pretty much the same story as you. So I eventually got bored and moved on to other games.
Yeah.
I got Pokemon X from my first game when I was like 10 years old, so like I was able to play that pretty well. I was still really horrible. Messed up lots of times, was really underleveled, and didn't really have a good team.
Yeah?
I still liked it though. Actually used to completely hate Pokemon before I saw Pokemon X. I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. I wonder why I've been hating this all this time. I
Uh-huh.
never even played it before. But
Typical.
now I just can't play Pokemon. I just played X so much.
You got bored?
Yeah, I got burnt out.
Uh-huh.
I played
Yeah,
2,000
that
hours
was
worth of Pokemon
platinum.
X.
Yeah.
That was kind of platinum for me, like, freaking finish the game.
X and Y have no soul, that's why.
Alright, I will say that X and Y did leave me feeling very drained, but I was also during the burnout, because I bought, like, alright, so started with Platinum, got, like, Black version, and then they came out with Black and White too, and I was like, are you serious? I'm not even finished with, like, this game yet. But I bought it anyways, so I was like, whatever. It came out, I was like, please, just let me finish my Pokemon games before you make more of them.
Uh-huh.
And so I bought it, and I completed it, and because it was so easy, I got everyone to level 100, no sweat. I think it was 3 or 4, Elite 4 runs, and everyone was 100.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it was quite easy.
Then I did everything, and then I was like, I never want to play Pokemons right now.
Yeah, Pokemon X was super easy. You get the Mega Evolutions way too early in the game, and so you can just get like one of the original starters and get its Mega Evolution and just walk through the entire game.
Uh-huh. So it's like... I mean, it's pretty much just what you said, like, oh, I got this Charizard, let's Mega Evolve it, and then just fists the rest of the game.
Yeah, pretty much.
So are you playing on normal difficulty or on hard?
I think this is normal, but I'm not sure. This is the first time on this save file, though. So I'm guessing it's normal. I mean, bosses have been pretty easy, actually, thus far, so that's what I'm guessing. I would have put it on hard, but I think you need a save file for that.
Yeah, I think you need to beat it once.
Yeah. Is there anything extra that you get for hard mode?
No, just that mini boss in the arena with the speedball is really fucking flippin' annoying. I'm sorry.
Are you talking about that one monster that you get the... What was it? The boost ball from?
Yeah,
And it's
like a mini
entirely...
boss. And then you get the key afterwards from the half.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, he's brutal on hard. Like, probably the hardest. Like, screw Quadroxus, that one was definitely a whip.
Uh-huh. I think there was actually a funny account where, like they were gonna... Like, I guess they were gonna show everyone how hard the game was, and they had the president of Retro Studios play the game, and he couldn't beat that boss. So that was pretty funny.
I gave up a couple of times and I had to come back to it like a week later.
Yeah. That was me at Amorbis, because I didn't know what to do. Because, you know, it says, you know, it can be hurt in the mouth. So I just started shooting it in the mouth, and it didn't do anything. And died so many times that I gave up. This is like in 2004, though. So...
I was born in 2004. Like, January 5th.
Lots of young people nowadays. I mean, they're not young,
My own
but...
birthday. Wow.
I was born in 93.
I was born in 99.
Oh, wait, that makes you... Okay, so... You're 18... He's 24.
I'm actually 23 right now, but I'll turn 24 in October.
Okay. So I did get my math right, I guess.
Yeah. It made me real... Aurora is talking. You were just talking with ArondightBerserker about Pokemon. And I was gonna read him, and it was like, oh, there's a lot of messages there.
Yeah, like he was just talking in chat, and while you guys were talking, I was just like talking back and forth with him.
Uh-huh, that's good. It keeps the interaction high.
Yeah. I'm trying to make sure everyone's covered.
Sorry I talk a lot. I have a lot to say about Pokemon.
Yeah, I've got a lot of pent-up Pokemon frustration, I guess. Because, like, Pokemon's a good game.
Yeah, that was me
I like Pokemon.
a few months ago.
But Pokemon does some things that really tick me off because it keeps it from being such a great game.
Uh-huh.
Limits itself too much or whatever.
Fuck it, I'm gonna do the boss.
Pokemon Sun and Moon changed too much.
Yeah.
I was afraid of that. I'll play it, but it might change too much, and I'm not gonna end up liking it. That's what happened.
It's the risk that is good to take, because Pokemon Sun and Moon, I wasn't so sure about it when it came out. In fact, I was thinking about not getting it.
Yeah. Actually, one of the things about Pokemon that I kinda don't I've not played the game, but like there's this thing where they removed HMs. About 40% scans. Unlockables. But anyway. I think there was it only gave us more waifus.
Yeah, freaking Lily.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Lily's like the ultimate waifu of that game.
So
Won't be your waifu by the end of the game, because she's a really good character. She's probably the best character, or at least the most developed character in the Pokemon game series. And I think that's what makes her so like different from previous Pokemon rival slash whatever characters.
Uh-huh.
Like that one wimpy kid from Ruby and Sapphire.
Wally.
Wally,
Wally.
yeah. Kind of like Wally, and the fact that she's all wimpy and she's like, I don't want to.
I'm gonna take a break, smoke some
It's
green.
violent.
BRB cool dudes. I hope you have a good time.
But like, yeah, she's essentially Wally, but better executed and actually kind of likable instead of just a little bit on the pitiful side.
Yeah, he was too sad.
Rose as a character, like an actual.
I'm getting owned right here.
Character.
Yeah, and the Alpha, the Sapphire and Ruby remakes, Wally got more character, but he got a little bit more pitiful. He was a little bit more pitiful. Eventually, he became like.
Yeah, he got
horrible.
like he got tough.
Yes.
Yeah, that's something. Even after you crush it, like mercilessly crush all these dreams over and over again with your
Yeah, he's like
unmoving face. It's gonna keep getting better.
Yeah, it's just like, fuck it, I don't care.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm just gonna call you Berserker. I can't
Okay.
remember.
Yeah, I was having the same problem.
Makes the counter says, I'm sorry, she does nothing but act like the voice of the main character, which is true. The main character does nothing in Sun and Moon except for be there. The playable character is nothing more than the one that does all of the hard work while Lily just walks and talks. She didn't deserve her change. I mean, she did have like a thing going on that like her to get changed. The whole like mom plot and her being mad at her mom. But she did nothing but hold on to Nebby. And that was her main point, was that she was the carrier of the key legendary.
There's so many items everywhere.
Wait, can you get like don't you get the key legendaries after the game's over?
Yeah, like he says, and you keep Nebby. She basically is like, Nebby evolves or changes or whatever the frick into your legendary, and then she's like, I probably won't be able to do Nebby justice. You're a better trainer than me, so go ahead and have him.
Yeah.
It's like, you sure you don't want to keep that Pokemon that was so important to you? I'm going to Kanto.
She's not a trainer. She did nothing in battle. She
Yeah,
just kept
and
that
so she
thing
just
around.
like, go on battle, and she's like, I want to be a trainer, so I'm gonna go with my newly changed mom. I will say, I didn't like the fact that her mom was just changed because of some Pokemon mind controlling her. I think it would have been a more interesting and, I guess, kind of mature plot for Pokemon if her mom was really just an insane lady. Because there are insane mothers in this world.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm thinking about becoming a chef.
Yeah, chef.
That would be cool.
I like to cook. It's pretty fun.
I can barely
I don't
cook.
do a whole lot other than art and stuff.
I used to.
I can cook ramen noodles.
I used to
cook,
cook. Draw a lot.
I throw beef stew together sometimes. Oh, and this is the dark suit.
Also, the item pickups. They aren't as shiny as in Prime 1.
Yeah. Yeah, like the suit.
They're a little bit more pretty.
Yeah. Anyway, I was gonna say earlier about HMs. Like, there's this whole, not really mythology, but like there's this whole thing about being able to do things. Like I think the most notable one for me is fly, because you have these giant birds that you can fly around on, and then they remove HMs, and so there's Charizard now and a few others.
Yeah. Even though when you find the giant bird, it literally just turns into a shadow bird, but at least it's still some kind of bird.
Yeah.
Because most of the flying Pokemon you're going to be using are birds anyways.
Yeah, and in the 3DS games, or I guess going forward with the Switch, there's you know, there's certainly a lot of room for improvement, but I feel like it might be the wrong direction. At least for me, anyway. I just want to see more giant birds, but a lot of people don't
there's
care.
Always the hope of the fact that if like people did like a thing where they dug into Sun and Moon's files and found walking and running animations for every single Pokemon in the game.
Yeah.
Which means it was like they were trying to implement something similar to Gold and Silver, but didn't get time to.
Uh-huh.
So there could be a potential of seeing a Pokemon than just what we've gotten the base game outside of battle, but
Maybe they might be doing that with the remake.
Yeah.
Because they already got the assets.
I want to see that in Sinnoh so bad.
Yeah.
Sinnoh's my game.
Huh.
The only Pokemon game I've got, like, sorta... Well, I beat the Ruby and Sapphire remakes, but other than that, the only one I got close to beating was I can't remember if it was Heart Gold or Soul Silver. They kept crashing too much, and I really wasn't having that much fun because of how much it crashed.
Yeah.
It would crash from anything.
Like on an emulator?
Yeah. But it wasn't it wasn't crashes, it was mainly just soft locks. It would soft lock about anything.
It reminds me of like there's this one emulator developer that really hates Pokemon. And they actually sabotaged their emulator so that it would work worse. I think it was Desmumi.
Oh god, seriously?
Yeah.
I was using Desmumi.
There's a few other... Yeah, like this. It's almost like N64 emulation. At least that one actually doesn't cost money.
Something I used when I first played Mother 3.
Yeah.
And it worked fine. It's just your typical little emulator. It doesn't look like anything spiffy or anything, but it works fine.
I wish I beat Mother 3.
Yeah.
I had to wipe my hard drive on my computer because it's real bad and it was running out of space. I had no choice but to wipe it. And I couldn't keep my file, and I got real sad. And I didn't want to play through the game again. Because I had like 2 months worth of gameplay. And like, no, I don't want to do it again.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Very sad. It was a sad day.
Come on, get in here.
And similar what happened to my original file, because I never actually beat Mother 1.
Yeah.
I played Mother 1 all the way to the very end, to the final fight with the Gigu, albeit with the patch that makes the game not suck so much.
Yeah.
And so I got to Gigu, and like the 8th or so try of trying to beat Gigu, I could not do it. My people just weren't tough enough. Because everyone would die, and then Nintendo would be alive, and I'd be like, well, frick.
You got no money to revive him.
And then Giga would always win.
Yeah, you don't got no money to revive him, and he can't survive long enough.
Yeah, because like essentially what you'd want to do is just use Anna to heal you constantly.
Oh, I forgot. Like no shit, I have the dark suit. You still take damage in Dark Aether, but it's a lot slower. It kind of makes the well, it doesn't make these things redundant, but almost. Like it makes it a lot less worth it, I guess.
Dark suit just pretty much makes most of the suit black. That's about it.
I know the light suit makes everything redundant. Like the...
Oh god, Jesus. You can saw some really creepy shit.
What?
What?
I saw, it was like a super high quality Gygas's face and it scared the shit out of me.
Oh, frick.
Wait,
Gygus Screamer, watch out.
right there.
Oh! Yeah, here we go.
I hate it. It scared the shit out of me.
From some ordinary gamers.
Remember
Yeah,
when he
that
wasn't a
looks
meme
freaking
channel and he
terrifying.
actually made... Remember when he wasn't a meme channel, pretty much?
I don't...
When he actually
I
did
never
stories.
actually watched them.
He's even now as a meme channel, he's still pretty good. But his content has kind of slacked because of him becoming power of meme.
Yeah.
Meme has consumed his soul.
Yeah, no, he's a meme lord that occasionally does a creepypasta story, but not.
Except for that 52-minute long shit story.
Yeah, like the amazing Pokemon story that he did. That's actually not so much of a troll pasta, but as an actual creepypasta someone thought was a good idea. And it's based on an evil.
I hope you have a good night, ArondightBerserker.
Oh yeah, Berserker asked, said you can call him Austin.
Austin, okay.
Alright.
I'll probably still call him Berserker. I'm just saying, because I'll probably forget. That happens a lot.
So wait, what's wrong with Samus's thing? It keeps having like dark stuff where it is on it.
What do you mean?
Like, you're talking about like she's walking around and there's a bunch of dark particles.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. There's dark.
Yeah, she was in the dark matter, and that's essentially just poison air.
You're talking about when she's in the dark world and walking around and whatnot, and there's those particles that appear on her?
Yeah, and her gun.
Yeah, that's like that's a graphical effect.
Oh.
Oh fuck, I missed.
Dark Samus is super cool. Got a little bit edgy, because after all, it is red and black. But still.
Quite the edge.
Can someone link that
Spikes.
that picture of I think it was a picture of the cover of Shadow the Hedgehog, and it says "Out of Edge."
Oh my gosh! Have you seen that the meme picture that circulated a little bit? It was like a photoshopped version of a promotional image for Aden and Eddie.
No.
That Cartoon Network show, and it was Edge, Edge, and Edgy, and and all three of them were photoshopped to have shadow hair.
Span dog memes are the greatest.
But I think that actually, or it didn't start with, maybe it did, but I think it started with Vine Sauce. Kong stuff.
Oh, I just accidentally thumbs downed his picture.
Oh no! And how do I thumbs up it?
He's so mean.
I thumbs it down to 2. How do I? I don't know how to.
I guess that's just how it is now.
You don't know how to Discord. I can't Discord.
I can't Discord either. I meant to thumbs up it, but I accidentally.
Janky emojis.
There's so much that it's ridiculous. How's this door even open?
It's the best emoji.
You can add custom ones.
I'm gonna give one duck to it.
You can add custom ones. I remember I made one on another channel that I got banned from because I called the owner a normie and he got really pissed about it.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Oh man, that's how you know they're real normies.
Yeah.
He called me a normie and said all my memes were shit.
Wow.
I was like, oh, okay. Fuck you.
You a normie?
Normie. It's like, oh, okay, fuck you. You didn't even post any memes in here. You're gonna go call me a normie. And he messaged me on, and I told him it's pretty fucked up to call me a normie, man. And he posted some picture. And he posted some
Like
real
if
long
you
picture.
do memes at least slightly well, you're still a memer.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
Then he posted some
if
real
you
long
can't though, if the only meme you're able to do face of Forever Alone, then you're probably a normie.
And he posted some real long picture that pretty much just said, shit. He's like, right back at you. Then he unfriended me on Steam.
What?
Sounds like someone's insecure about them not being as good as memes.
Yes.
That's
About
really
their
silly.
meme
I think they'd cry if they went to 4chan.
Oh, he did go to 4chan and he got doxxed.
Wow. Alright, yeah, he sounds like a normie just trying not to be a normie.
Yeah, he was shitting on a meme and a guy doxxed him.
Yeah, you don't go to 4chan. Unless you know the lingo and know how to do the 4chan stuff. If you're just gonna go there and screw around, you're gonna find out very quick that 4chan does not play around unless 4chan wants to play around.
I actually don't think 4chan is that bad of a place, but then again, I don't really go to /b that much.
I occasionally
4chan
creating threads. But that's about it.
I spend most of my time in VP, which is it's a shit fest usually, but
I like to go to the advice section.
oh god.
Well, it's
like
good sometimes. Good advice. It was broken homes bring to broken people. I was like, oh, that's pretty good.
Wonder how many threads just say to kill yourself.
Yeah. Like, quit website, immediately find object to kill yourself with.
Yeah.
Often bought together. Bathtub. Toaster.
Yeah.
Place hand on fork, lift fork, find nearest power outlet, stick fork into outlet, you're done.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I made an emote for that channel that was
That was an
posted
emo.
in the Discord. Yeah, I made that an emote.
Wow.
Nice.
Speaking of which, I asked Aurora if she could make a nice icon for the channel.
By the way, what kind of icon do you want from me?
I just realized how many blackface jokes were in Tom and Jerry.
I don't know.
I'll figure it out.
At first I was thinking...
Make it a Zelda bird or something like
Yeah,
that.
I was first thinking about, you know, have a Xatu and a Kargaroc together.
Yeah, that worked.
I just realized how many racist jokes were in Tom and Jerry.
Well,
Like,
yeah, it was like made in the old days.
Yeah, I didn't realize it then. It's like, oh, the firecracker just blew up, and I'm like, oh, blackface. Okay.
Or like, there's like one episode where Jerry tries to disguise himself and get around Tom by like pretending to be quote-unquote Indian.
Oh wait.
By Indian, Native American Indian.
Yeah.
I saw one that was Tom and he's Asian. Oh my god. What's up with this gory shit with Tom and Jerry? Go over
Why are
here.
people turning it into literal Itchy and Scratchy?
Oh.
That's probably
So-
what it was a parody of.
Yeah.
It is.
including all the bullshit.
Like Itchy and Scratchy is just entirely based on Tom and Jerry, but took up to 11.
Yeah, but
Here's
this.
here's the Edwards picture. Yeah.
Actually,
God.
I'm pretty sure I saw that on a creepypasta
Actually, the
website
line
once.
art for it is a stock image. There's a website that just makes images like that and has their water mark all over them.
Wow.
Huh.
Like,
Wait, so there's this guy that.
Steals images, apparently.
ooh, zombie Pikachu. Ooh, zombie wolf. Ooh, zombie dragon. Wow, you just put stitches and guts over a dragon picture. Aren't you so cool, kid?
Did that guy just
But
disappear?
I can make a Photoshop. Hold on. I'm gonna do
Aren't you
that
such
right
a cool
now.
kid?
Um,
Here's the line art again.
let's think of something nice and good. How about Kirby?
Finally back to the elevator.
I would like to draw myself my own profile picture, but I go and draw one and I'm like, oh, this I didn't really like how that turned out.
Yeah,
And I
that's
said,
a
damn it.
big problem when it comes to art.
Yeah.
Is that you just gotta keep it up. Like garbage.
My profile picture is, well, it's just a commission from years ago. Not really anything. I always thought that Samus was nodding her head during the elevator bit there.
Yeah.
The lighting just made it look that way.
That good of an
Like
idea
she's nodding her
to
head.
have
Look.
my name as Aden. Because they know my middle name and they can learn lots of things about me using that.
Yeah?
And usually when I'm playing games, I tell people to fuck off a lot.
Uh-huh.
Reason, and they get mad.
Hey, Kargaroc,
Hello?
are you
Oh, hey.
are you streaming on a capture card or on an emulator?
This is an emulator.
Does it support online capabilities?
Huh?
You got it
Does it
online?
support online capability?
He's got it on Dolphin.
I think so. It might take a while to set up, but I think it does support it.
Oh yeah, they committed suicide in the last episode of Tom and Jerry.
Though it's not, it's kind of been debunked because it continued after that point.
I was about
But
to
the
mention
original
that,
series
but
kind of sort of used that as their unofficial ending.
I was about to mention that, but I was like, nah.
I mean, because
Oh, yeah,
it's your typical creepypasta crap, like, oh, I was watching Tom and Jerry, and then he freaking killed himself, and then the people in
then
the
he had-
comments are like,
Yeah.
We had
cool
hyper
episode,
realistic
and they're like, oh,
and
could you delete this pasta?
like we had googly eyes, but they were realistic.
Huh.
Hyper realistic.
Like, and he had like and stuff, and it was scary. Ooh, I'm scared.
Huh. Spoopy.
Insert stock scream effect for to show that this video is actually real.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll
And
be
make
right
sure there's a
back.
screamer at the end.
You know, I seen an interesting video a while ago involving the door you just came in, or not the door you came in from, but next to the portal. Apparently you can flip through the door frame there and you can get out of the map. People use it on a speed run all the time.
Yeah.
Ooh, what can you do?
You have to like go up next to the wall. I don't know how to do it. You'd have to look it up. But you just go next to the door and you like clip out of the boundary. I think by going through most of it.
Yeah, I
It's
think if it
actually
wasn't obvious that this is an emulator, it was there because it tends to lag on my computer when I look at the portal.
Oh yeah, I remember I think it was called the Kermie Dream Collection.
Yeah.
I believe I remember I got that, and I did that one glitch to where you can crash the game by doing the rock ability and going in the door at the same time.
Uh-huh.
It's like, oh, I'll just reset the game. But I can't play the game anymore. go play that game anymore because if I do, it just goes back to where the game's crashed. So so I can play every other game on a game besides the original Kirby because I did that crash.
Wait, so you did a crash that permanently fucked up the game?
No, it permanently fucked up the save because if I reset, it doesn't reset the whole game.
Yeah.
It doesn't reset that game. It just resets the game disc.
Yeah.
So wherever it's at, it saves. So it saves the game at that point. So pretty much I'm stuck there.
Huh.
It was like, now I'll just go play the other ones.
Well, that sucks.
Yep. In that one Kirby game where you didn't have power-ups, you like found them. Well, I really liked that one.
Yeah. I've
Another
never
reason
actually.
I liked it.
I forget which one you're talking about.
Fun.
I can't remember what it's called. I think it was Milky Way or something.
Huh. The only Kirby game I ever played was the original on the Game Boy.
Thing.
But I think,
but another reason I liked it because it had the yo-yo ability.
Yeah.
Cool. And that's like around the same time I was learning about Earthbound. It's like, hey, this is even better.
Yeah,
and they never added it again.
Yo-yos in Earthbound kind of suck a little bit because they have accuracy.
Oh, more power, less accuracy.
Yeah.
Don't use
so it's basically just
You're never gonna hit me.
Even though for some reason I miss a whole lot while playing Earthbound with Ness. Ness like is a constant miss. Hey yo-yo, I'm probably gonna totally screw myself. And forget about buying a slingshot.
Yeah.
The slingshot also misses a lot.
Photoshop not Kirby because everyone's done that, and I checked on Google results. I think ever getting better.
This this morph ball tunnel right here. I played this game so many times, but I didn't even see this. I just walked right past it every time.
Well, it's kind of built into the side there. You wouldn't normally look there. There's no indication, like flashing lights or anything.
Yeah. And it's interesting that I was just able to run past it so many times without even noticing it. I think there's a few things like that in the original game as well. Let's just skip everything and not do anything correct. I don't remember. Do you have to go and talk to the guy again?
I don't think so. I think you just proceed onward to the bog, the Clovis bog.
Yeah. It's actually my favorite area.
I love the music for it.
Yeah. Oh, you do have to go to the guy. There's this thing here. Object analysis complete. The door is blocked. It just straight up says the door is blocked. A telekinetic barrier is present. Its mental signature is similar to that of the Luminoth. So they just imagining that barrier there.
Well, why not imagine that it's not there?
I don't know. Because they're assholes or something.
Alright. I think I found what I'm gonna creepy pasta find.
Ooh.
Like all those cool
crappy. Crep pusta.
Huh.
Creepy pasta. Spooky spaghetti.
What are you talking about?
Spooky spaghetti.
I'm gonna. He posted like an image of a scary Jerry.
Yeah.
Mouse.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna.
Spooky spaghetti is an actual thing. Ugh. That's weird. Weird.
Right, bug guy.
I was supposed to summarize this guy's speech.
Oh yeah.
Well, text anyway. But I forgot, so fuck it.
Spooky spaghetti. Now, whatever the fuck this is.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
That.
Kill it. Kill it with fire. That might make it smell really bad. What even is that? Is like, cause I'm imagining like hardened cheese or something. I don't know. And it's just formed in a bag. And that's what it is. But I don't think that's what it is. Oh, there's these things again from Metroid Prime 1. Except they renamed them again. Mechanism, Harmony class drone, rogue maintenance unit. Roving mechanoid with energy-based attacks to avoid direct contact. They got lazy.
Oh?
Huh?
Are you okay?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because I just heard like robot noises.
Huh. Might have been lag.
Like
Yeah,
3 minutes.
I think it's just lag. That happens sometimes.
Okay, cause it was like real extreme. I didn't know if you were okay.
Occasionally my internet goes down for like a minute. But obviously that didn't happen just now. Because otherwise, you'd know. And if that does happen, if I just disappear and the stream goes down, then that's probably what happened.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But what if something else happened? Ooh, creepypasta, spooky spaghetti material.
Yeah.
How do you post images? You just type the link in? I'm sorry, I have no idea how to do this.
You just
So
drag
you
the image on.
right-click. Also, you can right-click, go into the text bar and press paste and type and right-click and press paste.
Okay. So I get the original and then...
What if a man screamed, but he got scared of his screamed, so he kept on screaming and couldn't stop screaming because his screamed made him scared and made him scream.
Here we go.
Huh.
There it is. Pikachu reminds me of. Can you see the similarities?
Now there needs to be a Sonichu version.
Oh dang! It's
I think
I'd
Mario.
rather see that and combine it with that.
I think
Just
Sonichu
melted.
is just that normally.
Oh dang,
Yeah.
dude! It's Crash Bandicoot. Wow.
Huh.
Hey, we've got 4 people watching on the YouTube channel now.
That's great.
Oh snap.
Oh wow.
Seems like most of them are silent. Or at least
Apollo
right now.
Gaming. Join us on Discord, guys. That's what you said in the chat.
Alright, anyways, back
Funny
to
that,
EXE-ifying stuff.
Yeah. Pretty
Oh,
funny.
Metroid happens. Also, I like the butterflies. The like little
That's no.
touches like insects. I think there were dragonflies in one area.
Yeah.
Immortal Azure is just a username for a different game.
Huh.
You know, why does everyone hate on Trump? I just never understood that.
Because he tends to, like, he's incredibly egocentrical.
Huh.
Yeah, like
much
I
so.
I think he's okay. I didn't like Trump or Hillary, but I think Trump's more okay than Hillary.
Yeah, because at least Hillary didn't do stuff like lie a whole lot about a lot of things, that she really shouldn't have lied about.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I don't support illegal Mexicans. Racist. No, he doesn't want them coming here illegally.
Yeah, but it's this day and age where people rationality for things that don't actually matter.
Yeah, like people
And
call me a cracker.
a bit
I don't
ridiculous.
care.
There are people who will not even talk to you if you have a different political belief than them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, kids, politics are stupid. Even though,
in the end, everyone's going to die.
yeah.
So it's not like it doesn't matter. And if they don't die and they become immortal, then that's their own problem.
Yeah, it's actually kind of worse than dying.
Yeah.
Like, remember, kids, politics are stupid, but listen in civics class, like, because you'll become smart. And got a 96A in civics. Pretty sure I'm aced the exam, so I feel good about that.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I think this image is transparent. If it is, I'm gonna be happy.
What is it? Oh.
Yeah, it is transparent.
Oh, alright, let me check it out. I've got like Manga Studio pulled up. Nice.
Oh, this is weird. Episode. Bird's getting eaten by a hawk with a long tongue.
It's the like Squidward's freaking acid trip episode.
Yeah, like I'm gonna get depressed and take acid.
Even though it wasn't so much of I think it like started out with SpongeBob being SpongeBob as normal, and then it just turns into an acid trip, and it's like, what the frick happened to the actual episode?
I haven't watched SpongeBob in years. I'm not happy. It's not like I'm sad about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I haven't watched SpongeBob in a while. I hear the new episodes are good, but I don't know how legit that is.
Don't touch it, and we don't got cable because it was like we didn't use it. We only watched Netflix, and cable's $100, so $100 bill for nothing.
The only channel my house ever watches is the only channels is Chiller and El Rey. I kid you not. El Rey is essentially Chiller, but instead of just having scary movies on all the time, it also occasionally has lovely like third-rate, B-rated, Chinese action movies.
Ooh.
For some reason.
The bootleg Karate Kid.
Okay.
The Kung Fu Kid. The Kung Fu Child.
Yeah.
Wait 1 second.
Kung Fu Knight, the master who was a master of Kung Fu. It's basically just that over and over again. But yeah, that's literally the only thing our house uses TV for. I don't understand why people still have it, but a couple of channels are watched in this house. I don't watch any of it though.
That picture is great, by the way.
Cartoon Network,
it would be
but
better if
really
it wasn't a meme image.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not gonna think about it. And yes, we do have cable as well. And
why do people speedrun like really bad games?
I don't know.
Because I guess it's fun trying to like get good at a terrible game.
Yeah.
In some way.
I got good at a terrible game, but I was technically the best at what I was doing because I was like the only person doing it.
What bad game was
Boring Man Online Tactical Stickman Combat. Can't remember the name.
It's one of the
fucking long.
games that you like find
Yes,
on
it's shooter.
games.com.
Yes, and it was a shooter game, and like the developer was like super, like he was like super depressed.
Yeah.
For like 7 years. Like he was doing stuff there was a bunch of weapons and there was a rocket launcher. It's like, oh, this is pretty cool. I'll go do that. And I went and used it for like, I'll say 5 months and got godlike at it.
Yeah.
Then stopped using it. The game after, because pretty much what happened was the last update came and everybody was real sad, and a lot of old players that I was friends with like either they quit or didn't play the game very much.
Yeah.
So new players that were veterinarians to the game, like, hey, we're gonna all use the best weapons and try to be the best, which turned the community even more toxic and made everyone suck the meta's cock.
Huh.
So nothing interesting or fun happened. Oh, this is boring. Fun. Now it's just
Finally to
boring.
Torvis.
Okay, I'll just quit the game. And I did.
Structural analysis complete. This is part of an air purification system. This unit is still active, if only at a basic level. Scans indicate a general lack of maintenance. If this unit is not serviced within the next 3 cycles, it will cease to function.
Oh no, poor air purification.
I love how they add models and lore for all the little tidbits here and there.
So Samus will suffocate.
Huh.
That's no good.
Well, the swamp
God.
looks pretty swampy. Though I will say, I've gotta say, there's no way I can't. I will say there is a quite odd lack of ogres in this swamp.
Yes.
Oh boy.
It feels. I mean,
I
it's
just realized the
like
joke.
it's just missing that.
It's just like, why is there? Why are you? What are you doing? I just realized.
I just want there to be a. I want there to be a Metroid that's literally just a stupid joke on Shrek.
That swamp. I can't believe how deliciously moist that swamp is. Get that reference?
I love this music.
It said that.
I always love the new version of Meridia, I think, from Super Metroid when you're deeper in.
Yeah. I thought it was worse. Like, I like the original more. It has a more, I don't know, like a more dark and... I feel like the version that is in this is a little bit more techno-oriented, I guess. Whereas the original from Super Metroid is a bit more orchestral. And is also a bit... like, it had these large, you know, like the drums that they hit. And it makes a large boom sound. And that kind of had that.
I wish I had a game to play.
Yeah?
But I sadly do not.
Super Metroid Prime 1, when you fight the Parasite Queen, and it has a remix for Mother Brain.
Huh.
Oh,
I didn't notice that.
I thought it was a great remake. I thought it was better than the
Morphology,
some part.
hidlings. Aquatic miniature herd animal. Targets travel in large swarms. Contact with targets can cause minor damage. They travel in packs, roaming the water. The only
Like cats.
their only defense is a bite. Though it says they're... It's almost like a Pokedex entry.
Yeah.
So these things are piranhas, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're piranhas that look incredibly dysfunctional.
Yeah.
And seahorses.
Oh, it's the green things this time. Grapple beam.
Yep.
But you lost.
Hey, I got a question for you.
What is it?
Swamp.
Huh? What is it?
The suspense is killing me.
What did you say?
Huh. Wait a minute. It's cutting out for me.
The game? What's happening?
I have no clue. People were talking and I couldn't hear any of it.
I can't hear Aiden.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's going on?
I have no clue.
This.
Aiden, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Well, this is a problem.
Yeah. What happened?
I think there was some freaking... Like, I couldn't hear you guys. I think you guys were talking. I don't know if you guys could even hear you guys. I think the connection, like, screwed up.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so is everything working now?
I can hear you.
Okay, yeah, I think it is. Mortal Ezra?
Yep.
That was freaking weird.
Yeah, it was. I didn't even notice what was going on until Aiden started talking without talking.
Yeah.
Seems, ooh, it's spooky spaghetti in the area.
Okay, hold on. I've got something.
What's going on?
Shrek at 1,000%. Wait, no, 10,000% speed. But what are you doing? My swamp is at normal speed,
Huh.
and it's 59 seconds long.
Someone, I found the best thing the other day. Someone uploaded the entire Shrek movie. I mean the entire Shrek movie. But it was all converted into MIDI.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Fantastic. I could only listen to about 15 minutes of it. But, yeah.
Hank will say "bois" for 10 minutes straight.
Dang.
I just sat into it.
Huh.
The point to where you don't notice it. Weird.
Here's what I've made with the resources available to me.
Oh dang, man! I'm so scared. I'm gonna go insane.
Why is it so small?
I have summoned the evil.
I'm gonna look through my window real quick.
Gotta show this thing.
I thought I saw something, but it looks fine.
I like how you can add reactions to things.
Scared. There's not enough blood. You gotta make it completely red.
Oh well.
Red. You just gotta get a paint bucket and make it red.
Spikes on it.
Yeah, like Asia said, not enough claws. You could have the claws.
Oh, here's the Sheegoth clones.
Oh boy.
Have to give Sanic MS Paint.
Yeah, those do look like Sheegoths. Just faster.
Grinchler, water-based reptilian predator. Well armored and deadly at any range, its back shell is vulnerable to explosive blasts. The amphibious Grinchler lurks in marsh areas.
Hold on, alright, I gotta edit this again.
What is it?
I just did something that would work really too well for this EXE Xatu. Open back up Manga Studio.
The Nickman. Sanic. He's so scary. He's so scary.
Oh boy.
I only have 3 rare Pepes. It's sad.
Not enough claws. Give it a leech mouth. BRB.
500. Okay, here we go. Here comes that fake spray can. It's called spray can.
Huh.
Red. Put in the eyes. Put in the eyes. Step it up. No, we don't need step it up in here. We need kill it up in here.
Yeah,
yeah man.
Because
we gotta kill it up.
Classic EXE saying, I am dog.
Yeah. You gotta have.
Or you could craft it even more and make it, am I God?
Huh.
His stomach is just a giant ice cream swirl.
Oh my god.
It tastes very good. It is ice cream. It's swirling ice cream.
Chaos
it looks like.
It is delicious, and it's also chaotic because, unlike real ice cream, it is also nutritious.
Perfect. Oh yeah, and it has spoopy evil eyes. Nah. Actually kind of did good on the eyes. MS Paint did good on the eyes. Ooh, here we go. Evil eyes. But they gotta be completely black with no cornea. Oh man, he's got fists. Well, let's make those dismembered fingers.
Not as much commentary right now. Yeah.
I don't really got anything to talk about.
I like the save station in this one though, in this area.
Yeah.
I like this whole part of this area that you're currently in.
Yeah.
It's all like techno-wise. But also kind of natural too.
Uh-huh.
Fingers got cut off.
Cause it's got like that comp dark stuff and then like tech stuff.
Thing won't even open. Oh, here's the first. Oh, never mind. The orange door. A new research entry has been downloaded to your logbook. Morphology Ing Sphere Cache. Ing Sphere Cache. Living storage units of the Ing Horde. The Ing Sphere keeps useful items in a dimensional pocket. The pocket can be breached by destroying the Ing Sphere.
So it's where they keep all their light stuff, so they can throw it at people.
Yeah.
What if they revolt?
Normally the Ing Sphere will only release the item to its Ing Masters. The pocket can be breached, blah blah blah. However, this sometimes destroys the item, but can be worth the risk.
That's sad.
So it's like you have your super important... Actually, that would be dumb, but like imagine if you had your super important upgrade and you put it in one of those things. And then it just gets...
Or like your... Sorry if I interrupted you, can go ahead.
Imagine if you had your super important upgrade, or whatever, and then you had,
Yeah.
Then Samus comes along and... You know, like, imagine if that thing right there contained a new suit or something. Or whatever, and then you come along and shoot it and there's nothing.
Oh, yeah. Because it doesn't happen. And it's like, frick, I should have invested in cloud storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry if I interrupted you by accident.
It happens all the time.
Yeah. Like, this is basically the stream of people interrupting people. It's a common occurrence.
We could record this as a podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah. We call it the stream podcast combo.
Why not?
Must watch.
Actually, sounds like a good idea. Ooh,
That's
I'm
kind
making...
of what this is already. Like,
Yeah, I'm making my
either Kargaroc or I am playing a game, and usually we talk about unrelated stuff whilst playing.
Yeah, next time,
Sanic.
Wow, this is so lagging. Next time, I think I'm going to get this on the Wii U, and then play it through the capture card.
Yeah, that would be a plan to help prevent all that lag.
Yeah.
Sonic has his spooky Nike Air Jordan shoes.
Oh snap!
Yeah, they got. But they're also cleats.
For stepping on people.
Yeah, he steps on your toes at night.
Uh-huh.
And it breaks your toes. And your toes
Sonic,
broke.
he's the absolute evil.
Yeah.
Dare he attack people while they're so weak?
Yeah, he steps on your toes again.
He has all the speed in the world, but yet he uses stealth. Just gonna see. Oh,
I'm sorry for all the coughing noises.
It's okay. Sound like you're sick.
I mean, I was sick, but it's just... What happened, like, there's still a lot of, snot in my throat.
It's okay. That happens.
Like, after effects.
Yeah.
It's the case with most sicknesses.
You see a giant version of that thing later on. The claw that comes and grabs you. Unfortunately, they don't grab you. Power restored to kinetic orb cannon. Oh, that thing over there that I forgot about. Completely forgot about that thing. Oh, and this, unable to interface with door control system, cannot translate Luminoth text. Oh, it says Luminoth text this time, not just alien text.
Well, at least it gained more intel.
Yeah.
Couldn't translate.
I am back.
Welcome back. How are you?
I'm all good.
That's
I'm
good.
going to bed. How about you?
I made it. It's done.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yes, that is perfect.
Why am God when you can God? Why not? And he has his signature kawaii cleats. Come on, kill it up.
Blushes. Oh my god. Even its freaking black hole stomach has blush.
Uh-huh.
Yes, please. Why? As if God, when you can God, why not?
He has his kawaii cleats. They also have cheeks somehow. I don't know.
It's the scariest thing.
He doesn't have
no. The
blood on
only
his
thing
cleats. He just stepped in wine.
if it was on a body pillow.
Oh my god.
Oh my.
Grab a stock image of a blank body pillow and just put the square in the middle of it. Pull it.
Imagine somebody sleeping beside that.
Where's it going?
Yeah, I would.
Like legit using it as a
No,
body
that
pillow.
wouldn't even work. I'd just immediately burn it.
Found it.
Just like,
a
haven't
Sonic
used the
Buddy.
fire in a while.
Here's one I found. I'll fucking kill your ma level mid scrub fast. What does that mean? What does that mean?
It is an incoherent mess of MLG memes from 2013.
Teach my brother about the ways of dank memes, but him and his friends woke me up on the bus with a dank meme soundboard. He will never learn the ways of dank memes because of this occurrence. He'll live.
Really, that
I
was
was really
it?
mad at him when he did that.
That was easy.
There is Sanic body pillows. There is actually Sanic body.
Well, of course, someone's gotta do it. Seems pretty obligatory at this point to make a body pillow of any stupid meme.
I wonder if there's porn
remember
of
that-
Sanic.
Oh my god. Alright,
I mean,
so,
Rule 34.
like, have ironic porn for that? Because obviously, if a meme exists, or if a thing exists, it's gonna have it.
Yeah.
Unironic porn, then it's total cancer.
Well, yeah, that's what I was wondering.
I wonder if Sanic actually has real cancer based off of it, not just, like, jokes and MLG memes and all the other stuff. I'm sure there's someone out there who legitimately likes Sanic as a character. They're like, my favorite meme is Sanic, because it reminds me of myself.
Like, oh, so you're genetically bad, messed up. What are you?
Like, seriously, like, what? Saying you're an overused meme of one of the most, like, I guess, crapped on video game characters in the last millennia.
Yeah.
Sonic became more of a joke now.
Yeah, like, I guess, alright, Sonic Mania does look really good, though.
Sonic,
Like,
why do you run so fast, the IRS?
However, upcoming main series Sonic game, the Sonic, whatever it's called today? Forgot. I think it's like...
Sonic Russian, dictator?
Yeah, Sonic Russian Dictator, yeah. Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
the new game coming out, Sonic Russian Dictator, and you get to make your own dictator.
Yeah,
I
pretty
kid you
much.
not.
Yeah, you can finally make your OC, guys. They actually care about your OCs. Except for they don't.
Getting
What?
a system that can play that game just so I can do that. I mean,
in
Cold
a
Steel.
jiffy. Cold Steel, the mechanical hedgehog machine thing. Jigger. I don't know. Something. Oh, I got it in my pocket.
I'm just not funny.
Well, there's been occasional lulls to be had.
Yeah.
That you've made.
You sound like you sound more of a serious person.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess that's a problem for if you want to stream.
I mean, there's some people who are pretty informative people who don't have a whole lot of jokes that still make good streams.
Yeah.
I actually feel like somebody's watching me through my window.
Just like get printer paper and put over it.
She's gonna put up the curtains today, and she didn't do it.
Ugh.
Like, it's raining, but
I get to summarize this text again.
Clicking noises.
Here it comes. I feel awful right now.
What?
Oh, here we go. You came here. I suck. Everyone else is dead.
I'm gonna go check out my window.
Everyone else is dead.
Just a restatement of everything.
Yeah.
The hell?
There's water everywhere except here.
So, I looked like I saw an eye.
You gotta go there.
But also glittering, and I'm just not gonna do anything about it. I'm just gonna let it. I'm just gonna sit here.
Let it slide until it becomes obvious.
It hurts.
Because I'm actually kind of
You can now read green things.
And I don't want to do anything.
The water is dirty.
The ing wanna kill you. Praise the sun.
Okay. Classic meme.
The best things these guys do in this game.
I'm only good at praising the sun.
I couldn't even save my own planet, but at least I can praise the sun.
There isn't even a sun in here. That's
like the planet they're on is like a rogue planet, so it doesn't even have a sun.
yeah. That makes it even better.
Oh wow!
They have a sun.
Microsoft Paint Sanic Footcorn.
Oh god.
Oh my god. So you got Microsoft, you got MS Paint, you got Sanic, and you got... I won't even say that. I refuse.
It's a giant tails.
Horrible.
A giant tails with like 3 toes, and it says, "Smell my feet, Sanic."
Oh god.
Is there heavy emphasis on the feet?
No, it's like, it's just kind of... It's in the T and the F are capitalized, but the E's are not. And it has Sanic, and it says, "Spoo."
Oh my god.
It's... Alright, I'm gonna give this a proper rating, because this is... Yeah, it's total cancer.
That's nothing compared to a lot of the shit that you get.
Well, on 4chan, yes. I mean,
Yeah.
no, Rule
4chan
34.
cranks it up. It goes past 11. 4chan reaches new heights
Uh-huh.
in cringe technology.
Yeah.
4chan has hit rock bottom and then made another layer for it to go down into.
Yeah, like they hit rock bottom years and years ago, and they just kept making layers so they can keep going down.
Seriously.
Oh, like, we're too bad. What are we supposed to do? Make ourselves redeeming for a month so then we can go and destroy all of that. Okay.
Yeah, I gotta love 4chan pretending to be an actual functional society.
Yeah.
They kind of are. They actually are kind of their own
They
society.
got their own hierarchy thing
It's a
going
bit of,
on. What's a
bit of a
society
make.
on disrespect?
It's not what America is. You think?
Yeah, man, it's kind of there.
Like, oh, fuck you, England. Oh, fuck you, Native Americans. Oh, fuck you, your cultures. We're gonna go take all of that and probably go make fun of it.
They make fun of everything.
Yeah.
Seriously, there is not anything in the world that 4chan won't get a good laugh out of.
Yeah. This is the rule
My
on
mom
4chan. It's probably
Mom thinks that God is alien, and I told her, oh, oh, they know, like, the aliens know stuff about you. It's like, aliens known stuff about me through my computer. 4chan would have ran them off by now. So, you just.
Yeah, seriously. I think if aliens, if another life form from another planet or universe or whatever decided to use 4chan as their first look into human society, they would never make contact with another race ever again.
We'd probably all be dead.
They would probably shoot themselves.
Yeah, either that or they.
Yeah, they'd probably all be dead.
This is not okay. These people will destroy us if we dare even touch them.
Like, what is top kek? What is this top kek you speak of?
They speak of this demonic force, this top kek. I don't know what kek means, but it seems incredibly timid.
Isn't top kek like a food or something?
I think so.
In Brazil, it's just like a packaged cake.
Wasn't it also a like something out of World of Warcraft?
I don't know. Let me see. I just know it because of the Brazilian top kek. Alright, let me see. Wow.
Kek is, in World of Warcraft, people would say an orcish kek when they typed in wall because there's like a language difference between races.
Because World of Warcraft has the languages for some of its races.
I never even played the game, but I just knew that for some. Seen it too many times.
Oh man, I just realized there went 3 hours of my life. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, I technically should probably be in bed now, especially since like I'm approaching 3. And
yeah, it's like 3 a.m. here.
Yeah.
It's 4 here.
It's 2:51 here. I live down in Florida.
Yeah.
It's the traffic is horrible. It's like great in winter, and then it's horrible time. Try to go anywhere, and you're gonna have a 5-minute wait at the most, 3-hour wait. Just traffic. So bad it is.
Yeah, there's some pretty bad traffic over here.
Yeah.
Though I guess every place has its occasional moments.
There's this intersection.
So, if you're gonna go to Florida, go at winter. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Nah, it's okay. No, I was about to say, like, there's this intersection, like, right behind our house that there'd always be accidents at because it's like
really
it's
bad.
well, yeah, that's just the way it's set up. Like, there's a road there that isn't really needed anymore because it used to go to the car factories that aren't really in use anymore. So but they they haven't done anything. And it's like, oh, whatever. And then there's always accidents there because people are dumb. Recently, they put a whole bunch of signs there.
I guess they finally kicked in that maybe that road is not a good thing to have when you have people who are not paying attention whilst on the road.
Yeah. Oh, here's that guy, like, the boost ball guy. The bitch of a boss.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm stuck down here now. I should have really refilled my... I hope I don't die.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
He's not that hard on normal. You might die once, maybe.
Yeah, but it's just that my my beam ammo isn't very high at the moment.
Oh snap, I just found the meme number. Check the light bullets. Boost Guardian. It's just like a bigger version of them.
I don't even think they're that... I think they're the same size, actually.
Huh.
And this is all they do.
Looks like a beefier version.
And you can't... I don't know if you can cheese it this time. Like, cause I think you know this, but there's this bug with the I think it's the Space Jump Guardian, where you can stand at a certain spot and then you can shoot at basically an empty space, and it'll hit the boss while it's unloaded. Oh right, don't you have to shoot this guy for him to come out?
You can use your bombs on him while he's in liquid.
Oh right, that's what you have to do.
You just have to...
Yeah.
So wait, there's one boss you could kill before it starts?
Yeah?
Nice.
How?
The best kind of boss. The boss you can choose so hard it doesn't even get to be one.
Yeah.
It's almost done.
That's a bit better. I like to go in random directions too.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna die here. Yeah, I'm dead.
I believe in you.
Now to figure out if I saved.
Don't think that you'll die.
Yeah.
And hope that you'll live and live.
Yeah, I did save.
He was ripped.
If you're a piece of shit, then you're probably gonna then it's gonna affect how you think about yourself. Do bad in something, most likely do bad.
You're more expected to lose or fail at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I've not played this in a while. I was just, I don't know, experimenting ways to not get damaged that much.
It looks like he occasionally doesn't even use the center of the map.
Yeah.
Like, he usually just goes in a triangle formation. His way he starts getting into the center.
The thing though is that when he
help, like, avoid it.
When he goes into the orange puddle, it's hard to, well, I mean, you can't just shoot him. Thankfully, I didn't need that save state.
What, can you turn anything into a MIDI?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can turn pretty much anything into a MIDI. As long as it's a sound file, you can MIDI-fy it.
I was gonna try to turn my scenic picture into a MIDI.
Oh, there's pics to MIDIs.
Oh.
Vinny from a stream called Vine Sauce. I think you should know about that.
That's exactly what I watched. Cool.
He, like, did a thing where he, like, got a program that turns pictures into MIDIs.
Stop fucking around.
Alright, the program is called I2SM.
Huh. Don't know what SM means.
Soft sound music? I don't know. That's
I can't find it.
Hold on, let me link the link in the Vine Sauce thread that I'm on. Because that's the first result, is basically, what's the program Vinny used in that one stream?
Uh-huh. I imagine that happens a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I didn't scan this guy in this instance. Come on. Come on, you fucking asshole.
Is this a virus or not? Because was he destroying the computer on that video?
Got it.
Or was he just fucking around?
No, he wasn't destroying the computer. He was just, like, he was turning his images, his stupid images, into stupider MIDIs.
I'm glad I scanned that guy.
He did do a destruction or something like that.
Yeah, like, wasn't it Windows 10 destruction? And he got actual viruses? Like, I think DanoAct1 helped him for that one.
I thought I watched that, but I don't remember watching it.
Yeah,
so I think I accidentally missed it.
Yeah, I think it was during the, boost ball get. And I think it was during Joel's, like, what was it, the anniversary stream, or the charity stream.
Yeah. Actual thing is, like, antivirus started going off constantly.
don't sound good.
Yeah, it sucks.
Smoker?
No.
Oh, frick. Thing die again?
No. I don't think anyway. I can still hear you.
On my side, like, everyone was like, you two were talking, and then it was like totally kind of mute.
Huh.
I was like, oh, frick.
Yeah, Discord still has its problems.
Yeah, it has occasional lag just because it's, I guess, in service or whatever.
Yeah. So what next? Because now I got the boost spell.
I have no idea. All I know is that I'm probably gonna go to bed.
Yeah?
Because it's 3 and I'm getting kind of tired here.
You know, I just saved. And I just got the boost spell. So...
Just very, very tired.
Yeah, and the commentary is starting to drop off as well.
Yeah.
Too tired to think about anything good.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop the...
That's horrible.
Yeah. Cruising down on Main Street.
Normal trip. It was not.
Did you work on the music today?
Yeah, I worked on some of the music.
Yeah, that's nice.
Just mostly the string part again.
Aden has no idea.
I'm making a remix, or not really a remix, more of a remake of a piece of music from a Pokemon movie that never had its soundtrack released, so it's not like any of those musics matter, except for the fact that some of them are really good.
Yeah. I'm gonna go over here and save the state. I had this one issue during set one of Metroid Prime where I thought I had saved, and then I went back next stream and lost a lot of progress.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go. Chat info.
One of the Nickelback songs has a baby underwater, naked, swimming towards a dollar for the cover of the album.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Why?
I guess it's like a message about capitalism, man.
Huh.
Oh, capitalism.
This woman babies are taking over the stock market.
Yeah. They're starting them young, man. The world's gonna be like Donald Trump. It's gonna go down.
Man, lots of money. And no legals. Is that
Everyone, like,
is that a bad thing?
It's gonna be like a bunch of 3-year-olds, like, with millions of dollars in the stock market.
Oh, dang. Isn't that what the stock market is like anyways?
Yeah, people started out either that or a relative gets into the stock market, makes it big, and then, like, their, like, future relatives or whatever end up being rich because of it.
Yeah. What else?
Man, if I couldn't tell you about every video I saw that has the entire capitalized and with a bunch of exclamation points. Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm not sure if there'd be an end to that.
Huh.
I forget all the parentheses, like, gone wrong, in the hood. But yeah, I think I'm gonna...
I mean, is there anything else you worked on?
Aside from that, not really. I meant to work on the bird today, but I was doing stuff half the day.
Yeah. What, didn't you make another picture of him? Or something?
I started making one, but it's not even close. Like, I have a circle and a line.
Because, let me see. Internet. Well, actually, it'd be... Where is this?
So I have the concept picture for the next bird, like, picture.
This is the latest pictures that I have.
Bird.
These are from a few days ago, and I could swear that you'd made another one.
I think the latest one was just the like flight riff picture.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
one.
it was the one before that was the like color ref / design.
Yeah, this one. I like the face. I mean, it almost has a like you see that eye right there, and then you have the This almost kind of looks. I mean, it's a beak, obviously. I mean, it's like a mouth, almost, but it almost looks like a mouth here. I love it.
Wait.
I'll just.
But yeah, that's as far as I've gotten with the new bird design. Yep, there it is. It's a creature I'm currently designing.
Yeah. Maybe I should just send all of
when
these.
When it comes to like serious artwork stuff, is I just do creature design.
Uh-huh. Mostly birds.
Yeah.
It's quite bird.
There's loads of birds here.
Yeah, Kargaroc is a bird too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's this?
I am a faggot. I don't know why I consider myself that, but I do.
Well, I don't know. How much do you resemble a bundle of sticks?
Well, I'm white. I don't think that helps my case.
Yeah, I mean,
But tan for a long. I can keep my tan for a long time.
Yeah.
And
are you still streaming this?
What?
Well,
I think you're still streaming.
Yeah.
so that's about it.